turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the Most High. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the fed. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah. I was thuggin' with Lucky, that nigga left me for dead. Been doing to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and a curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville when I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't me murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
I got tunnel vision. It's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you don't stay about our fucking business. These niggas don't even get it. We having our Passover no matter if they fucking with it. The graveyard ain't never full, watch me flush them out. Quitting wasn't never cool, fuck they talking about. If you can't suffer with your brothers, we can't stall them out. Just hang they cover in the school if they dropping out, fuck them. If they ain't here, we don't care, we don't love them. If they was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. It's like one dub, I'm in this bitch in the discussion. Niggas capping when they rapping, really lit as shit. They be acting, I ain't laughing, I be sick of it. When I grab a pen and get the right and hold a rubber grip, I'm holding fire just like Captain at the 55th. Damn. Hit the road, I be trucking. I ain't bragging about them roads, I be touching. Heard the chat about the bros and assumptions. Seen them hoes, you be crushing. You's a bold motherfucker. If they ain't here, we don't bluff. If there was never one rush, you can't trust. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fussing. Be rough.
Can't trust them. My shield bustin', let it swing, never tuck. They taking shots, I send them back. Only difference, my shit is buckets. I leveled up, blow the trumpets. You a sucker. Keep dreaming, all that pillow talking. You do undercover. Like my brother, same year, same cover. Can't take the heat, then get the fuck about the oven. And before I ever burn the bridge, I'ma burn rubber and lead a scene. Smoky during rush hour, Chris Tucker. I used to torch on everything, but I was younger. Van Pack, still blazing all summer, nigga. Fuck em. No cowards. Trooper mood, all black, same hunger. They surprised how I got it inside. Straight butter, nigga.
So when a brother or sister comes in here and then you leave here, you're not with me. We don't have anything else in common. There's no reason for me to be joined with you anymore.
If they ain't here, we don't love them. If there was never one rush, you can't trust them. They get the guts to go against you, better crush them. I'm not here for all that fuss and use a hope in the discussion, nigga. I got tunnel
vision. It's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you don't stay about our fucking business. These niggas don't even get it. We having our Passover no matter if they fucking with it. The graveyard ain't never full, watch me flush them out. Quitting was
Look at this joint. Look at this joint.
Really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. One West world, this global business.
Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So none of y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was molded to it, now fit it. Can't control, this the highest limit. Killing shit, but this an honest living. Gotta get it, ain't no time for wishing. The time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Over time, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the tents. One-on-one, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Pressing brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me cause they know I'm nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You on watch, better move with caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter, that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Bars all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on eights like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I'm stomping, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get the running. You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training. Sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted, this was in the making. Use what I got, not in the wasting. For rapping and singing, could never drink it. But I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. You try to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I could take the loss, cause it's all a game.
Yo, what Casamigos mean in English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
One West World.
Look at this joint. Look at this joint.
Yeah. Culture.
Wave that One West cover out that window. Let them know I'm coming with my kinfolk. Red letter, ski mask on, but I don't really ski though. Bullets ball head like they going through chemo. I slide on them Tony Hawk type. Better get your thoughts right. Jumping high on walls, this ain't Fortnite. Red dot, it kinda make it way too easy for a headshot. I put you under wing, it turned into a headlock. I told my niggas think it's time to put the pressure on. You bring that paper, told her throw a little extra on. We go to war and see a murder one, you murder two, it ain't the same degree. Better up into a capital offense for them dollars, but it really don't make sense. Guns behind tents with some liquor and we riding down the freeway. Slide on them, spin the block and replay, so we slide again.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fine. If they ain't one of mine, so they ain't tied. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide
We got this mapped out. Niggas selling wolf tickets, not living what they rap out. Said he gon' ride, too emotional, he'll crash out. And I ain't boxing, wrestle with this cannon, you gon' tap out. 100 troopers in the building, turn this shit into a blackout. We both come from the mud, but why you tryin' to do me dirty? He cut himself off, we let him rock, he ain't worthy. You playing ball court, throwing number like a jersey. While niggas folded like origami, I kept it sturdy. Told my son he got the blood of a king, he ain't got a word. They gon' cross you like a Christian, it's better to learn this early. They be watching, trying to copy, asking questions, trying to learn me. I ain't in the back and forth if the business don't concern me. Catch the wrath from my anger, I be trying to give a mercy. Ask the angels keep me covered, I'ma slide, they might have heard me. They playing with that fire, get too close, it's gonna burn me. We ain't never looking back, moving forward, it's the journey.
You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fine. If they ain't one of mine, so they ain't tied. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, little nigga, I'm made. All these rappers soft, claim they all cut from a hold of a clove. I'm the one with the blade. Untamed gorilla, keep your hands out the cage. I be standing on they neck, one west to the grave. You can keep your mercy, nigga, I ain't worried. Revenge call me buddy love, I call her Miss Purdy. Nigga try to blitz, I'm going 730. I'ma shake the whole room like Big Shirty. Nigga say one war, it's whatever, buddy. Glock fully loaded, you know these letters bloody. Come for me, you a bitch, homie. Boy, I'm realer than your big homie. 144, yeah, the one and only. And you know I keep this blick on me. Body slam you like Mick Foley. I got that black out on my arm, play that bitch like a violin. Said me try me once, nigga, try again. You know my position, I'm on standby. Ain't no competition, it's a landslide. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again. Niggas claim they hot, but we been fine. If they ain't one of mine, so they ain't tied. Oh, you a rider, motherfucker, ride again. You said you slide on them, nigga, slide again.
All up in ya. Y'all about Shemel Shai break a thumb. Clap it up, Akim. Good to see you. Good to be back home. Let's get it on, New York. Mi nombre es General Mahayaman. Estoy al servicio de el General Yohana. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 West de Calle 125 Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando de el General Yohana. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres, hispanos, negros o indios nativos, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale. All right, Akim. I'm going to answer all of your questions tonight, solve all of your problems, fix what your parents broke. That's why we all are here, to start over, to begin again. And you're going to see tonight that it's very important that we start over. The world is in need of your leadership. If you don't know that now, you'll find out soon. This planet is in need of your leadership. We're going to go through that tonight. I need a few precepts, Captain Desaria. Give me the law shall be thy righteousness in the eyes of the other nations. Ye are the salt of the earth, and murderers kill the poor and needy. All right. Just give me those 3 precepts. I want to have to go through them down. The law, I might be wrong about that phrasing, but that's the point. The law is your righteousness in the eyes of the other nations, or boom. please. You absolutely leave out the water. Merci. The water. All right, let's get it on, Akim. Any questions? Let me get Ephraim in the room right in the front. Then I get Simeon, correct? Then I'll get Simeon. You got it, Ephraim. Please. What you need?
Like not a breakdown of a particular verse, but like a breakdown of the concept of, because I see like atheists on YouTube to state that the Bible condones slavery. And I just did a quick Google search, and like Ephesians 6:5, 1 Peter 2, verse 18, Colossians 3:22, and 1 Timothy 6:1, basically saying slaves obey your masters.
Yeah.
So are they talking about literal slaves and masters, or?
Let me prove they're lying. Let me tell you, so many evil white men try to use the Bible to justify barbarism. Right? That's what they want. They want to believe that God is on the side of the cruel, and he is not. Give me the precept, abhor not an Edomite. Let me tell you, in the Bible, we absolutely had a culture of servants and masters. We absolutely had a culture of signing a labor contract, and you would have to work out that labor contract until that contract was fulfilled. All right. But never in the Bible would we have ever treated anyone as cruel as we were treated in Spaniard community, in the German community, in the British community, in the French community. We would have never treated anyone the way they treated us. And I'm going to show you in the Bible. All right. When you have it, please read it. Anyone, give me abhor, maybe a verse above it. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6.
And also, this might be the same one, the precept where it says, if someone that the man that is not among you, or has not been born among you, but he live among you, he shall be treated as he has been born among you. My phone died, so I don't have my concordance with me, but y'all think you remember that one. The stranger precepts. If that's here, then this is the one. Is this the one? Give me that one, because I believe the abhor is in there as well, or something like that. Yeah, but I'll take abhor first. It's perfect anyway. So check this out, Ephraim, and tell them where it is, please.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
The word abhor means to treat hatefully. To treat hatefully. We had laws on how you could treat a servant, brother. Laws. We absolutely had servants. And when this world becomes perfect, white men will be your servants. Right. The other nations will be your servants. And on that day, even they will realize that we are the proper custodians of this planet. This world will be better for every race once blacks and Latinos are in charge of it. Every race will prosper. The animals will prosper. The air will prosper. That's also in the book of Job. All right. The Bible says abhor not an Edomite. That means to treat hatefully. Keep going. And you know what an Edomite is, a so-called white man. Go ahead.
For he is thy brother.
For he is thy what?
He is thy brother.
Remember, Jacob and Esau were brothers, man. The Bible does this with every race. The Bible looks at a race, and even though we're not the same as them, we're a different race, but there's always a reason to not treat them with cruelty. Jacob and Esau were brothers. So we're two different races right now, and we have a history that means that you have to pay for the crimes you committed. But when we go to deal with you, we remember Jacob and Esau were brothers. So don't treat them hatefully. Continue.
Khan. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian.
We shall not treat an Egyptian with hatred. What do I mean by treating someone with hatred? This is not about what you think. This is not about really not liking them. This is about shooting them in the head. This is about dragging them out of their car. This is about arresting a 5-year-old baby. That's treating someone with hatred. Continue.
Khan. Because thou was a stranger in his land.
Because at one time we lived in Egypt and we stayed in there for a period of time. We're finding a reason to treat an Egyptian with kindness. We're not the same race, but at one time we lived in Egypt. So when we are in charge, don't slaughter them. Don't oppress them. Don't hurt them because they're a different race than you. Do you know what precepts like this mean? This means that this is not a race war, because we would have never treated them the way they treated us. It's in the law. This also means that the people that call themselves Christians, the people that call themselves Jews are not, because otherwise they would be following this precept.
Right.
You understand? Come on, Ephraim, quickly. Give me the last one. Unless that's enough. Tell him what the other one is. I think he gets it. You give Leviticus 19 and 33, add that on top of that, layer that, put that icing on that cake, and you'll be fine.
The water.
Go ahead, no sweat.
Yeah, I just real quick, I want to throw in. It's so heavy that you say that. I don't know if you're familiar with what happened recently with Don Lemon being arrested with the protest in the church.
In Thailand?
No, being arrested for
Don Lemon, right?
A protest
I saw that.
in Minnesota, St. Paul, and it's like, because I watched Megan Kelly, who was on Fox News. She has a podcast, and she's so biased, but like seeing the Edomites there in their like Easter Sunday outfits, I like saw right. It's so crazy. And like there were 2 female Judite women that also were arrested, and the Edomite man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like I believe there's a spiritual aspect connected with everything with Trump, with Washington, and all that. But like I try to not talk about politics anymore because it's too divisive, too tribal, and you know, it's like it's one side is the enemy of the other. So
that's how it is. Listen, there's plenty of brothers in here that are going to talk about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about it until they cry blood. So it's fine. Whenever you're ready. What was your question,
If you could, Baba Kashar, I would like a general breakdown on Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 23.
Absolutely. Cleto Casey.
Where it says immortal. Verse 23, for God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own entity.
Well, this kind of explains everything. God created you to be immortal. You know what immortal means? To never die. So do we die?
Physically, yes.
Absolutely, we die. We die of AIDS. We die of drug addiction. We die of high blood pressure and diabetes. We die of alcoholism. We die of driving drunk, right? So who wants that? Somebody does. We know God doesn't want it. He wants us to be immortal. So then why are we dying the way we die in the Black and Hispanic community? Who does want it?
The people who disobey his commandments.
That's what you need. Give him a hand, right? Ganele on applauso. Yeah, that's what you want to understand. God wants you to live forever. That's his will. Remember in the Bible, the Lord said they went to Jesus Christ and they told him, well, Moses gave us a bill of divorce. And he said, yes, but in the beginning, it was not so. Even though we were allowed to divorce, that is not what God wanted. God wants a man and a woman to stay together forever until he's dead. But Moses gave us a bill of divorce. So then who does want divorce? The man and the woman, not God. Well, who does want to die? We do. You understand? Death is an absolute choice, Ak. And that is something that I realized under Commanding General Yohana. In the world, you know what I thought? I thought I had bad luck. I thought every time I tried to pull a caper, you know, it just wouldn't work out. I thought, dang, got my ass again. Got me again. I thought having an absolute lapse of discipline was something that I could not avoid. The way an animal can't avoid sniffing the ground. That's what life was like for me. Like I just did things, and after I did them, I go, God damn it. But I couldn't stop myself from doing it. I realized under Commanding General Yohana that God didn't make me like that. I wanted to be like that. And that's what precepts like this prove. You want to die, not God. God doesn't want you to die. God made you to live forever. That's what Adam could have attained. Think about how old the Bible and think about how old people live in the Bible. And that seems like science fiction. I guess so with cigarettes. I guess so with pork and shrimp and crab and alcoholism. I know it seems like, you know, a sci-fi movie to you. But what if we chose to live? Do you understand? That's what this precept is about, all right?
The water, sir.
No problem. Anything else? Please. I'm sorry.
So I got one. We have some food in the back. Get up and do a plate.
Cesaria, let me see you real fast, please. No sweat up.
If I could shout out the other zones real quick.
Please, who's here tonight?
We got Pittsburgh with us.
Give the Berg a hand. I see you out there, Warriors.
We got Milwaukee with this clean looking new school.
Oh my goodness, Milwaukee. Milwaukee, you can't be stopped. Colleen, goddamn, the light up shield on there. Yikes. And big Colleen, Texas, big Texas. I see you out there, Warrior. Trinidad, the bad man up there in Trinidad. Give him a hand.
Chi-Town in here with us.
Chi-Town. I see you, Chi-Town. I ain't gonna ask you how cold it is out there. I don't even want to know. I'm gonna feel like less of a man for not being there with you. Won't even see how cold it is out there. Hide it from me. Go ahead, Chicago. How cold it is out there? Tell everybody how cold it is. Let them know. Let them know.
Yeah, kind of, sir. It's cold out here.
I can't hear him.
COVID is
can't hear him.
Say that again, Chicago.
Can you hear me now, General?
We can hear you now. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, it's cold out here. We've had a lot of things shutting down, which is unusual in Chicago. Of course, Chicago is getting soft. You remember the old days when you still go to school in -degree weather. They don't let the kids do that no more. So, the frigid weather is very bad out here right now.
Hang in there, Warrior.
And COVID is running rampant. So the Lord is definitely doing his thing out here.
I hear you, brother. Hang in there. Give Chicago a hand. They standing up in it.
And then we got Captain Soccer War with us.
Captain Soccer War, I see you out. Big Gad out there.
Most High Christ. Shalom,
Captain
sir.
Soccer War.
Shalom, how you doing, sir?
Good to see you out.
Good to see you too, sir.
Even if you brothers have a question, just raise your hand. Let Ephraim know, all right? And I'll make sure to make you a priority, all right?
Colleen does, in fact, have a question.
You got it, Colleen.
Shalom, Yahweh, sir. I had a question out of 2 Corinthians chapter 12. It's actually 3 questions within the chapter. The first one is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. It says, I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth, such a one caught up to the third heaven. My question is,
I'm sorry. Say it a little louder, please, if you don't mind.
Kana Wakan, can you hear me clearly, sir?
I hear you. I do. Please.
Kana Wakan, sir. I had 3 questions in the chapter of 2 Corinthians, chapter 12. The first one is at verse 2. It says, I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth, such a one caught up to the third heaven. My question is, sir, was Paul talking about himself or actually somebody else?
Was he talking about himself, meaning this? Let me just explain it plainer than that. Paul doesn't know if this actually happened in the physical world or if this was a vision. That's why he's saying whether in the body or out the body, I don't know. If he knew him in the body, then this would be a man that he actually met, flesh and blood, an actual man. If he knew him outside of the body, it was a vision. Paul isn't sure if it was a vision or if it happened in the physical realm, which is what in the body means, out the body means outside the physical realm. I'll get you, Benjamin. 1 second. 1 second, Warrior. Good. You got it, Colleen?
Sir, this is my second question, is at verse 7. And it says, and lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. Can you break that down? Is Paul saying because he received so much wisdom and understanding that the Lord punished him for that, or not punished him, but I don't. Can you break it down for me, sir?
No, not at all, brother. No, this is a concept that is very difficult to understand when you are suffering or when you're going through a hard time. You know what Paul is describing? He's saying that unless I be exalted above measure, the Most High gave me a thorn in my flesh. Now, to understand it, just think about having a thorn in your finger, right? If you've had one, you know what I'm talking about. You can't get it out. You understand? It's stuck in there. I don't know how many wives I didn't bring that. Can you do something about this? Something. Can you get this out of me, please? Go ahead. Salaki. I didn't have to go to them, Mark, for help because I cannot get that thrown out of me, out of my finger out. I've tried all I can't get it out. This is something that is so hard to get out, so difficult to get out. You feel it in there, but you can't get it out. Paul is saying, unless I was exalted above measure, I had this pain, this ache, this problem that I cannot get rid of. And if it wasn't for this, my God, my life would be great. You know what this concept is out? Paul is being grateful. And being grateful is an important concept to understand. To be grateful. You think your life is terrible, don't you? You think it's absolutely horrific. You think nobody ever got left by a woman. You're the first, Doc. A woman left you. Oh, you had a bad childhood. Oh, shit. You're the only one. You're the only one. So many problems in your life. You focus on them. That's all you think about. And that problem in your life is an excuse for you to hate your life and for you to destroy it more. You've been molested? Join the club. Who hasn't? You've been hurt. You've been to jail. You had a bad mother, bad father. Your parents beat you excessively. Who hasn't? What do you have in your life that, my God, is so much better than other people have? You understand? Well, you're thinking about what they're going through. Can I show you someone else? Give me the American healthcare system. I look at this. Hold your point 1 second, Ephraim. And Benjamin, hold your point 1 second. Tell the young brother to hold his point, Benjamin. This is something I specifically saved in my phone to remember. And to remember how evil the white man is who won't give you health care for free. Right? This is an important concept. Being grateful is what Paul is talking about. Instead of Paul saying, my God, this problem that I have, I can't get rid of. Life is over. I should just go get high. I should find a way to ruin my life more because of this problem. Instead of Paul is saying that, he says, if not for this problem, my God, I would be exalted above measure because of all of the other gifts that I've been given. This problem is the problem that makes my life not perfect. So in essence, does life have to be perfect for you to be happy? Because I think that's what the case is. I think the actual case is, if life is not perfect, you must get high, you must get drunk, you must be self-destructive because life has not been perfect for you. What if you had good parents? Life would have been what? Perfect. What if you grew up with money? Life would have been perfect. What if you didn't go to jail? Life would have been perfect. So you had something terrible happen to you. Okay, my God, if not for that thing, if not for that bad thing, all these other good things would be what you would think about. Think about those good things now. That's what Paul is doing. Do you have it yet for me? Okay, it's in the, you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, that's the concept of it. He's focused. Paul had some problem. The Bible doesn't say what the problem is, but he called it a thorn in his side, which means it was hard to get rid of. It was in there deep, and he couldn't get rid of it. You understand?
Connor Wakan, sir. And my third, and the water, sir, your grace. The third last question, sir, is the response, or when he said he besought the Lord. It says, verse 8, for this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. I wanted you, sir, if you could break that down. The strength made perfect in weakness.
Paul had this problem. I'm going to invent a problem, okay, just to make the concept clearer to you. Let's say you struggle with always wanting to get high, or alcoholism is a good one because it never stops. There's never a time when an alcoholic can just start drinking and drink normal, right? So it's just always with you forever. And many times the alcoholic says, well, I would love to just go to the bar like a regular brother and drink with the brothers and have a drink. But you can't ever do that because you will always be an alcoholic. Imagine Paul being an alcoholic, some brother that just could not drink. And when he did drink, it was terrible. And so he begged God 3 times, Lord, please remove this lust from alcohol from me. Please, Lord. He did that 3 times. And the Lord answered him, my grace is sufficient. My grace is good enough. I am not relieving you from the demon of alcoholism. You're going to keep that. The grace that I'm giving you is good enough, and you should be grateful for
Grateful,
it.
sir.
You should be grateful. You're going to stay an alcoholic. That's what you're going to be. You're going to stay just like that. And the grace that I'm giving you is good enough, and you better be grateful for what I've already given you. That's the point, Khalid. Changes everything. Now, the child molestation that you went through is not the reason you should get high, the reason you should become homosexual, the reason you should destroy your life. The child molestation now propels you to fight it and to be a champion against child molestation. The alcoholism that you suffer every day now makes you devote your life to helping other brothers who are alcoholics, because you don't feel like a victim to alcoholism every day. You don't feel like a victim to child molestation every day. You feel like a conqueror. You're grateful for all of the goodness in your life. And because of that bad thing, you can bear it, young man. Everyone understands. Let me show you someone right here. Colleen, check this out. First of all, you know how many friends I had that died from getting shot? Raise your hand if you have friends in the world who died from getting shot. Everyone, correct? All right. Now I want you to watch this white man right here. Go ahead and play it.
And then around 4 a.m., we got the call that both of his legs had been amputated and his right arm had been amputated.
You make me a stronger and brighter person every moment that I spend with you.
Boss asked me to grab the forklift, which is on the other side of the bridge. Got like 7/8 of the way across the bridge, and another car came speeding across. Like, just went right to the stoplight and everything. So I jump out, which I would have been able to jump out, but the seatbelt wrapped around my leg as I jumped out. It landed on my pelvis and my right arm and like sunk me into the dirt. So it didn't split me right in half. It just crushed every bone from my pelvis down. So hopefully we'll be able to.
First of all, this teaches me two things. First of all, when I go to the hospital, I want the medicine that you give white people.
Right.
Because I have friends that got shot and they're dead. You understand? They caught a bullet from a 38 and they're dead. What medicine do you white people have in that hospital that you are not giving to blacks and Latinos? I go to the doctor, give me some of that white medicine, because I didn't even know you could survive with nothing. The man has nothing from here. Say it again. He's like RoboCop. Brother, the man is nothing from here down. Are you telling me you don't need any of this to live? Nothing? You don't need anything. Give me some of that white medicine. Now you telling me I got to die from getting a 38, a slug in my leg? I'm going to get from the femur, from the stomach. I'm going to get shot from getting shot in the stomach. I'm gonna get shot in the chest and die. White people go to the hospital, have nothing from here down and survive. Give me some of that white medicine. That's what I want. That's the first thing I understand. Levi. Well said. By ND. Well said. He is 3/5 of a man. White people, brother, they got good health care. You're going to die from what? High blood pressure? What is his blood pressure? God damn. The first thing I want that white medicine when I go to the doctor. All right. And don't give me nothing else. The second thing is be grateful. Do you understand? Well, you got problems, right? You got problems. You got a penis? Better than him. That man has nothing from here down. And I'm not a doctor, but who out there, Sister Tazalaya, listening, you ain't going to tell me somebody can live with nothing from the chest down. It's impossible, I would have said. I guess it's not. I guess it's not impossible. You better be grateful. You got problems, huh? Terrible problems. And guess what else was sitting right next to him by the bed? A woman. And he got a woman. Yeah, stop crying. Everybody understands? Stop. That's generally how he used to always tell me that. I come to him complaining. He said, well, don't cry now. What you crying about? I go, shit, damn, I guess not. I guess I'm gonna shut my mouth and keep going. Be grateful, Akim. Be grateful. You understand? You understand, Colleen?
Kind of a concert, the water, sir.
No sweat. Let me get the young Benjamin right here. What do you want to say, Warrior? You had your hand up earlier. What did you want to say? You didn't forget about it.
So, what's light up?
What? Say again?
What's light up?
What's what? What did he say?
What's light up?
I can't understand.
What's light up?
What lights up? I don't know what you're talking about. Let him think about it. Give him a second. Give the microphone to Ephraim over there until he gets it right. Go ahead.
Good water, sir. I was just saying, like, in connection with the thorn in the flesh with Paul, not only regarding being grateful, is it also to keep him humble? Like, so he won't think he's better than everybody else.
Well, okay,
this thing that's gonna keep his head down to earth, so to speak.
Humble is good. Humble is what will happen if you're grateful. Meaning, if you're grateful about the good things that you have in your life, then you'll go, man, if not for that bad thing, my life, I would just be the man. I would just be amazing if not for that bad thing. So if you are humble, then you'll begin to appreciate it. And appreciating it will make you go, I have a great life. Look at what I have that my father didn't. Look at what I have that so many other people don't have. I have my legs and my penis. I got my body from the chest down. You think about what you have that other people do not. Once you appreciate it, then you'll go, man, if not for that bad thing, I mean, I'd be, walking on water by now. You understand? Good to go. Anything else? He giving you the mic, anyone, please. Mm-hmm. Please. Good to see you.
I had a question in John 13 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
My question was did Yahushua order Satan to have Judas betraying him so the sacrifice can actually go through in the crucifying?
Did Yahushua order Satan?
Yes, sir.
To have, is there a precept you're reading that you believe that? Please, I'm listening. I know you don't. I know you don't. Let me hear that first. Go ahead.
Or did he choose a demon for the time war?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
John 13 and 26. Jesus answered, he it is to whom I shall give a sop when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. And after the sop, Satan entered into him. Then said Jesus unto him, that thou doest, do quickly.
And your question is?
Did Yahushua, Jesus Christ, order Satan to put a certain thought or mind into him?
Absolutely not.
Concert.
No. But Jesus Christ knew that he was going to do it. That's it. He just knew he was going to do it. He saw it in him. You get my point? He's around him all the time. He sees him. Remember when Mary Magdalene went to anoint his feet with oil, and Judas said, we could feed the poor with that oil. Why is he doing this? Jesus Christ turned to Judas and said, the poor you have always, but this woman does this unto my burial. I'm about to die. She's giving me some comfort. You're always going to have the poor, but you won't always have me. He saw something in him. You get my point? When he did that, he saw that this cat was disloyal. And this any brother could do. But you start to be around the cat, and you start to, I know this has happened to y'all, because before you know it, my phone is ringing off the hook about some brother y'all see on Facebook, and you know he's disloyal. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Everyone does. Because you're calling a card, then a card calls me, and everybody is calling me because y'all go, I don't like that brother. Could you please kick him out the school now? I say, I don't have the authority to kick him out the school. We're going to have to wait until he does something. I see what you see. You think I don't have eyes? I see it, but I don't have the authority. I know he's going to do it. Let him hurry up and do it. Do you understand? Let him go ahead and do the thing that he is obviously going to do, or she. I know there's women in here that every sister in the school looked at her and goes, she's in here to have sex with somebody and leave. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. This is what you do. Don't worry about it. You understand? Don't worry about it. You can see this. Now, he's Jesus Christ. Of course, he sees in the dark. He sees into your mind. When he's looking at Judas and hears Judas talking, he knows that Judas is a money-hungry bastard. He sees he wants money. He sees all he cares about is money. And guess what? When he's talking about the poor, he knows that Judas doesn't give a damn about the poor. Judas held the bag, and he was stealing from the treasury of the school. He was the one that held the treasury. And it says it in the Bible where he's holding the money. And so as he sees this alabaster box with ointment in it being wasted on Jesus Christ, he doesn't want it wasted, but he says it's because of the poor. Really, it's because he wants to steal it. That's all. He wants to rob Christ, and Christ knows it. And so then everybody at the Last Supper is like, well, who's going to do this? The one that I feed last is the one that's going to do it. Hurry up and do it up. I know what you're going to do. And Judas, of course, like every criminal, once he realized he's been found out, what does he do? Runs to do it. Now he goes, oh my God, they see me. They know that I'm robbing them. They know that I've been stealing from the bag of money that I hold. They know it. Now I have to run and get someone to kill them before these cats hurt me. And then he went and did it. Jesus Christ didn't want Judas to do it at all. Jesus Christ wanted to live. That's in the Bible. Father, if this cup could pass from before me, let it. Nevertheless, thy will be done. He wanted to live and have a wife and have kids like any other man, but he did his duty first. Primero. You understand?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead, Doc.
If I could, Captain Soccer, I just wanted to say, sir, what you just were bringing out, is that what Christians would call discernment? Like, you know, in the world, people think discernment is some ooky, spooky, magical thing, when it's actually observation and just knowing someone and knowing the situation and being able to read it. It's, you know, that's what we learn in the UPK, sir. Salaki.
That's exactly what it is. Christians gayify it like they do everything else. Like they gayify discernment. They gayify anointing. They gayify about 10 other words that I avoid even saying because it feels nasty in my mouth. But yes, this is what discernment is. He's looking at him. Judas says certain things, and he knows this cat is really concerned about this money, more concerned than he is with me. He talking about the poor. You stealing. I can count. I know you're stealing from the bag of money. I just haven't said anything about it. I know who it is. Go ahead and do it, Doc. I see you. It's exactly what actual discernment is. Correct, Captain. Is there anything else?
So we have some questions in the comments.
Let me get the young brother. You got it, Doc. What do you want to say?
What did you mean when you said walk on water?
What did I mean when I said what?
Walk on water.
Walk on water. This is what there was a miracle that Jesus Christ did when he walked the earth. Jesus Christ is a black man. And when he walked the earth, he was out on a boat, and his men were out on the boat. And they looked out on the foggy lake, and they saw a man walking on water. And they looked and they saw it was him. And then he told them to come out and walk with me. Jesus Christ walked on water. And what I mean is, if you are grateful about what you have in life, you'll be able to do something amazing. That's what I mean. Doing something amazing is the same thing as walking on water. You get my point? Now let's give you some money for it. Now, give him a hand. That was an excellent question. A learned question from a learned man from the tribe of Benjamin, the chosen people of God. Well done. Good job. All right. Young brother, it seems like you have a question. What did you want to say? You can give him the camera if you're able to. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. What when you say one on water?
Well, I'll explain. It's like I was telling your brother. When you walking on water is like you can't do it. It's impossible because you'll sink. But if you believe and if you're strong, you can do something amazing. Superhero. You could become a superhero. That's what I mean by walking on water. Do you understand?
Yes.
Come on and get some money then. Good job. He understands. Another one from the chosen people of God, the tribe of Benjamin. Okay. Good job. All right, clap it up. And that's an applause. All right, any other questions online?
Colonel, sir. We have 2 questions online.
Please.
Brother asked, Salakia Adawan, if I could, sir, are there any scriptures that document the conversation that led to King Yahushua to give his life for the Israelites?
Any conversations that led to him, meaning the reason that he did it. Okay, you want to go? I would go into when he was 12 years old and he was debating with the lawyers when he was 12. There's a few other ones. There's something right there when he talked about how he searched out the scriptures and he saw himself. This is the first one I would go to. I would go to his lineage in Matthew, right? Jesus Christ, this is how he knew that he was called to do something very important. And this is something that you also could know about your life, which is important. Jesus Christ went and he knew that his father was the heir to King Solomon's throne. And this is in Luke, the 2nd chapter. And this is in Matthew, the 1st chapter. Jesus Christ looked at the men in his bloodline and he saw, wait a minute, this man is in my bloodline. These glorious people come from my family. And in knowing that lineage, he realized that his father wasn't simply just a poor carpenter who lived in a ghetto. He realized that there was greatness in his blood. He looked at it. Now, why is that important to you? Because before you found the truth, what did you think you were? A nigger, a spick, a wetback, a red skin. The North American Indian has to look at their head every day on the Washington Redskins uniform. They're looking at a severed head of an Indian. That's what Soccer War had to grow up with. Captain Soccer War, his whole life, had to look at the severed head of an Indian. On January 6th, you can find this video. On January 6th, white men went to the Capitol and they screamed, "Heads on pikes, heads on pikes, heads on pikes." There's video of that. Because they went there to chop the heads off of people and put them on pikes, like they did for the British Civil War and for other wars throughout history. They wanted to cut off the vice president's head. They wanted to behead them. And they screamed, "Heads on pikes, heads on pikes." If you're a North American Indian, your entire life, you've had to look at a severed head of an Indian chief and watch it be celebrated. And you're supposed to what? Have self-esteem? What gave you self-esteem? Realizing that who was in your bloodline. Realizing that Jesus Christ is a black man. Realizing that you come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You look at your bloodline and see greatness in your bloodline. And it makes you realize that you have a bigger purpose in life. Well, Jesus Christ saw his bloodline. He saw his father was in the ghetto now, but wait a minute. My grandfather was this. My great-grandfather is this. Wait a minute. I'm from the seed of David, the house and the lineage of David. And then Jesus Christ began to show his quality up. He began to step up and show his quality. He turned water to wine. When you remember that, right? He turned water to wine. It was amazing. His mother and his father started to see that he was quick of understanding. And he began to show gifts at a young age. And watching these gifts, knowing where he came from, began to let him know that he was burdened with divine purpose. And that's something that a lot of you will realize that you have the same burden of. You'll realize one day that I have to become something that I am not prepared to be now, but I'm going to become it. Jesus Christ did that. I'm paraphrasing these precepts. Everything I just told you, these are precepts in the Bible. Hold your point 1 second, Benjamin. I'm going to get back to you, all right? Go ahead, warrior.
And then do what? Heads on pike! Heads on pike! Pike!
That's it. Oh, yeah, they all got pardoned. Did I tell you that? All of them. All of them got pardoned. All of them. Anyway, let's move on.
It was a peaceful.
Yeah, that was just a peaceful. Just they went down there just to give out love. That was it. All right. Hold your point, Benjamin. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Go ahead. I ain't gonna forget you. Go ahead, Hawk.
A sister says, Shalom, Lord in Christ, General Mahayaman, please forgive this simple question out of one.
No, not at
But
all.
I wanted to ask if you could explain with your wisdom, when does a woman know she is in love truly? Why?
That is not a simple question. That is an extremely important question, especially when it comes to a woman. No. And feel free, Ephraim, to read all the comments, even the negative ones. I never hear a negative question ever. I found out today that some faggot went online and said the Commanding General Yohana molested a boy. I said, Commanding General Yohana don't take all his socks in the house. Commanding General Yohana is the West Indian man. He don't think about doing anything perverse or disgusting ever. Commanding General Yohana is more likely to kill a child molester than he would ever be to be one. I pray you understand that. These are things that people say that I never even hear. I don't know why nobody talks to me ever. I want to be talked to. I want to hear a negative question. I haven't heard a negative question. It had to be 7 years. Had to be. I wait for the purple pigs to start something with me. They don't. Anyway, Ephraim, that's a very important question, sister, because you're a woman. A woman can only be with one man the rest of her life. And a woman usually chooses that man based on whether or not she loves him. Sister, you cannot choose a man based on whether or not you love him. You have to choose a man based on whether or not he loves you. Now, here's the problem, sweetness. You don't know when a man loves you at all. What you must do is make this decision. The Bible says this, that give me this precept too. Decisions are achieved in the multitude of counselors. That's in the Bible. A woman is so susceptible to something that the white man invented, but all men are experts in doing it. We're in Black History Month, are we not, Ephraim? The white man is terrible at inventions. Terrible. He invented nothing. He stole every invention from blacks and Latinos. White people invented one thing, and it has been very useful to get women. The white man invented lying. And lying is about the best tool in the world to get a woman. Raise your hand, brothers, if y'all lying to women right now. Don't do it. The point I'm trying to make sisters understand is, when men tell you that they love you, the majority of them are lying. Because lying is such a good tool to get a woman. A wicked man can't resist it because, brother, it works. Do you understand me? I don't know if there's a thing that works better than lying when it comes to getting tail. Lying. To where when you go to do it, you go, damn it, this works. You go, you 16, we go together now. Okay, let's have sex then. I'm your boyfriend and you're my girlfriend, and I'm not going to be with anybody else. All right, let's have sex then. Lying works so good, a man can't resist it. You just lie all the time to every woman you meet. And here's the sad part. Women know you're lying. That's the power of it. A woman, how do you know she knows? Because she'll go, you don't mean that. You don't really love me. But you know what? There's still that 1% chance that you do love her. You understand? She knows that you lied, but what if this time this is the one? What if this time he's not lying? There's still a 1% chance that he's not lying. And a woman will sacrifice her virtue and her heart and her future for that 1% chance that you are not a liar, which is why the Bible says this. You got the precept for me yet? Benjamin.
Couple concert. Proverbs 11:14. Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Let me tell you, if you don't, where there's no counsel, everyone falls. And a woman needs advice when she's trying to decide who to marry. And when I say marry, I mean have sex with. Because woman, once you have sex with one man, you will not ever be the same. Don't listen to your mother. She's a whore. Don't listen to your aunt. She's a whore. You will never be the same once that happens. Something is broken in you that's more than physical, more than your hymen, more than something that happens in your body. Once it happens, you are different forever. And if it happens again and again and again, and each time it happens, you know what you're thinking? This time it's going to work. This time it's love. This time it's real. Continue.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. This is what you need to learn, baby girl. Love is too powerful. The feeling is too powerful for you to trust yourself in knowing who loves you. You can't trust yourself. It's too strong. The feeling is too strong, and you are too susceptible to lies. How do we know that? Because you come from Eve, who listened to a lying snake, and she believed him because it sounded so good. It sounded just so good. And she believed him, and death came into the world. So if you're a woman, read her question again.
Shalom, Lord Christ, General Mahayaman, please forgive this simple question. I wanted to ask if you could explain with your wisdom, when does a woman know she is in love truly?
Sister, a woman can never know when she's in love truly, but your father can. He can know. He can know. You can come to him and say, boy, I think this boy really loves me. He said he's never going to leave me. He said that we are going to be together forever. He gave me a ring. Surely that must be real, right? Because no one that gives anybody a ring ever breaks up. Baby girl, sit down and sit down. Just sit down and let me handle this for you. Okay. Let me tell you what a brother will do to have sex with you. Buy you a ring, fill your house full of roses. You don't understand what men see. These lesbians out here, that's why lesbians are so prominent, because women don't understand how powerful the sex drive of a man is. And a lesbian doesn't. And because of that, lesbians are running around acting like they men. Lesbian, you will never want tail as much as us. Ever. I don't care how many football jerseys you buy. You don't know what sex drive is. You don't even understand it at all. The things that a brother will do. If I let these brothers tell you some stories about what they did for sex, you will be like, I'm leaving. Because the things they will do, buy you a ring, yes. What do you want? Anything. Tattoo? Tattoo on my, sure, here's a tattoo. Can we have sex now? Now, here's the problem. Once he has sex with you, he doesn't want you anymore. You understand? He doesn't want to look at you, talk to you, think about you at all, ever again. That's it. He wanted the sex, but it is so powerful that it will look like love. That's how powerful it is. And here, let me give you another part why women should never trust themselves. Because the man, in many cases, does not know he's lying because he's really not in the moment. Do you understand? In the moment. When your ride is hard, it's like, baby, listen, I don't ever want nobody but you. Ever. You the only one I ever want in my life. I see no other women. What other women? I don't care about my mother. I don't care about going to work. I don't care anything but you. I cheat on you? Never. Cut off my hand. Cut off this hand right now. Take this hand in tribute to my love because I love you. And then in the bed, laying down with his hands like this, he goes, so when you leaving? You gonna stay? Ooh, the brothers is waiting for me down there. If you don't mind, I like to go ahead, hang out with these brothers. Y'all love hanging out with the brothers, don't y'all? Y'all love the brothers. Oh, sisters, these UPK brothers, they love being around each other. As soon as sex is over, listen, the brothers is waiting for me down there. You gonna keep me from the brothers, from Command and General Yana. You don't want me to go with General Yana. What you got against Command and General Yana? Oh, okay, I gotta go then. Listen, sister, this is what you need to do. I know he says it, but you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need male role models, father figures, fathers, and you all come together. You'll tell him, listen, I think this brother loves me. I think he's gonna stay with me forever. Okay, I got you. I understand that. Okay, let's come together. Let me talk to his camp leader. Let me talk to the brothers he reports to. Let me talk to him for a while. Let me tell you what a good man did in the Bible is had a brother work for him for 7 years. You want my daughter? Come work for me for 7 years, and I'll give it to you. Case closed. Oh, you married the wrong daughter. Work for me for another 7 years, and I'll give you the one you wanted. What is that father doing? Proving him, trying him. If a cat works for your father for 7 years, shit, listen, he probably means it. You get my point? He might mean business because he's done this, and you come together, your feelings, your father's opinion, your father's tests, and you're going to be loved for the rest of your life by the man who actually keeps his word, which is really what we're all talking about. If I could sum up everything I'm saying, because of lies, you don't know who will keep their word. You don't know who's telling the truth. And a woman never knows who's telling the truth, ever. The only way to know is to get the opinions of men. Men will tell you when other men are lying. Everyone understands. All right. Anything else? Come on.
Come on. We have another question in the comments.
Please.
A brother asks, Shalom Adawan, a woman left me as I was drunk. Is she a woman for me or should I leave her?
A woman left you while you were drunk. Is she the woman for me or should I leave her? If she left you, then the decision is not yours because she left you. So that's over. All right. The Bible says if the unbelieving depart, let them depart. Let me warn you, brothers, of something that you might want to understand. Women also are lying. They're lying. When they tell you, I don't care about you having another woman, I'm fine with that. That's no problem. You have sex. Listen, who is calling you? Who on your phone? Why are you going over to her house? You see, and a woman, and in her case especially, she doesn't even know she's lying because she feels it in the moment. She feels like she can handle you having another wife. She feels like it's no problem because she is very attracted to you and she wants to be with you. She doesn't even know she's lying at all, but her feelings just change. So it's really not even a lie with her. It was true when she said it. It's not true now. Do you understand? She doesn't keep her word. What you need is a woman that keeps her word. This woman who had sex with a drunk like you, she knew you were a drunk already because you are a drunk and an alcoholic. And she knew that already about you. But you know what? She didn't care. She drinks too. She didn't care. But the minute that she's had sex with you, I can't stand how much you drink. Bitch, you knew I was a drunk when we had sex. So this is what you want to do. She's left you. So you don't have the choice. She's gone. What you should do, Ak, is you should have some honor. Because from now on, you'll know this. Any woman that chooses you is just like you. The Bible says a wicked woman is the reward for a wicked man. You're an alcoholic. Can you imagine the kind of scumbag that would lay down with you? Just remember that. All right. You want a better woman, be a better man. Everyone understands. Next question.
Brother asks, Shalom General, are prayers that we don't say aloud still acknowledged by the Most High?
Absolutely. The prayers that you say aloud are said for people to hear. Jesus Christ did that. Give me when Lazarus was risen from the dead. And Jesus Christ prayed aloud. And he said, Lord, I say this for them that are round about to hear it. When we pray in the UPK aloud, we're praying for people to hear it. That's the point. We want you to hear it. We want it to strengthen your faith. That's why we pray out loud. We pray out loud when we say, Lord, persecute them, make them like the wheel. When we say that, that's for you to hear it so that it can strengthen your faith. You have the precept? Please read, Ephraim. Microphone. Please, one more, please. Copa, Ultra Copa.
This is John chapter 11.
How do I say one more glass? Olot. That sounds Levite. Olot. Go ahead.
John chapter 11, verse 41. And they took away the stone. Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. And Yahushua lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. Verse 42. And I knew that thou hearest me always, but because of the people which stand by, I said it.
You understand? He said this because people are listening. So he's talking to God out loud for people to hear it. And that's why we say these prayers in the UPK on the Passover, the 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas. We're going to pray out there. We're praying aloud for you to hear it, for the neighborhood to hear it, for Donald Trump to hear it, for our enemies to hear it, for everyone to know where our faith lies. Everyone understands. All right, next.
Concert, ISUPK SAC, ask Salakia General, if I may, can I get a breakdown on 2 Samuel 12 and 14? Why did the child die for what David did? And how do I prove this is not a contradiction to Deuteronomy 24 and 16?
No problem. Also, I just remember Captain Mawakwad had a question he wanted to ask. I told him I would do it in the class, all right? Just if you can get it, let me know. Get those 2 precepts that the brother asked, and then I'll break them down for you, all right?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy
Captain Zayak. Please, you got it. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. Kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal, and there is none, and there is neither any that can deliver out of my hand.
And remind me how this applies to this.
He's asking, what people ask is, if the law say you have to die for your own sins, why did David's son, Bathsheba, the first one, die for what David and Bathsheba did?
Okay, and they're using this to say that people died for their own sins.
They're using Deuteronomy 24. I'm sorry, they're using Deuteronomy 24 and 16 because Paul says nobody can die for nobody else's sins. So they're saying if that's true, why did David and Bathsheba's son? I know.
Okay, what about those precepts, of course, that say that the Lord takes out revenge on your children for what you do?
Right.
How do they explain those?
Usually don't think about it like that when they ask the question, because it's really, most people are asking to have a contradiction in the Bible.
I got you.
That's where they're asking from. So they're saying, okay, you can't die for somebody's sins. This a person died for the sins. It must be a contradiction, even though, like you said, there's scriptures that say he visits the iniquities of the children to the 3rd and 4th generation.
I would start this then. The precept does not say that you cannot die for someone else's sins. That is not in the Bible, and that's not what that says. It's not what that says at all, that you cannot die for someone else's sins. There are scriptures that absolutely tell you that the Lord will visit upon the children of them that hate him upon the 3rd and 4th generation. Now, let's say you don't know anything about the Bible. Have you ever heard of diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure? How did you get that? Anyone want to? Whoever asked the question, let him answer. How did you get that? If you've been to the doctor, you know this, that if you're from the tribe of Judah, there is just nothing you can do to stop high blood pressure. You're just going to have it. Do you understand? There are illnesses that Hispanics are just going to have. And that is that. And when you ask the doctor, why do you have it? Listen to his response. It'll blow your mind. He'll say, because you're black. That's what the doctor is going to say. He's going to say, because you're black, that's why you get this. I've done it. Do I say, well, what? Because you're black. That's why you got that. You got it because you're black. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. If you've been there, it's going to tell you. They're going to, and you're going to be like, well, goddamn, that's it. That's all. Just like that. Well, this is what you might want to open your eyes and realize. You have diseases and problems because of who your family is. You've never heard of generational curses, generational diseases? What else are you living with? That's your entire life is being born in a neighborhood because your father and your mother did not go to college. Now remember that now. Where were you born? Raise your hand. Tell me where you were born. In some ghetto, right? Where were you born? In the Bronx, right? What did your mother and father do? Doctors and lawyers? No. College professors? No. They didn't go to college. They didn't go to after college. They didn't go to med school and law school. What if they did? He would have been born in the Bronx. Give him a hand. He knows he's eloquent. He's an eloquent man. Yeah, you wouldn't have been, put that on the t-shirt. I would not have been born in the Bronx. That's a t-shirt if I've ever heard one. Yeah. So you understand that really You had to suffer because they didn't go to school. You had to suffer. If your father was an alcoholic, I don't have to tell you what comes next, do I? Right? You know that, don't you? Right? Everything in your life is you paying for what your family did, including slavery and oppression and being born as a second-class citizen in a foreign land. Why do you think that happened? Who caused that? God did that. God did that. God, give me the precept that I'm talking about with the third and fourth generation. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Benjamin. Stand by 1 second. I got a lot of questions, but I will not forget. All right? Please. Please. Microphone, please.
Lamentations chapter 5, verse 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
Our fathers have sinned and are not. What does that mean? They're dead. Our fathers have sinned and they're gone. And we carry their sin now. Now here we are, born in the Bronx. Now here we are, high blood pressure, with diabetes, with this illness, that illness, this illness, because of no fault of your own. You didn't do anything, but you're born to that family, and that means you got to deal with this. That's how it is, right? Is that not life? Well, that's what the Bible is describing. Can a man die for another man's sins? Every day. Do you understand? Everyone that has ever died of high blood pressure, every heart attack that has ever happened was from another man's sins. Every last one. Do you understand? Am I exaggerating? I am not exaggerating. Every heart attack in the Black and Hispanic community that has ever happened is from another man's illness, another man's sins. Every type 1 diabetic, type 2 diabetic, it is, what's the word they use, which Christians must have forgot? It's hereditary. Sis, it's hereditary, which means you get it from someone else. You didn't do anything to get diabetes. You got it because of your father, because of your mother. That is how life works. You telling me Jesus Christ can't die for a man's sins, but I can? You can? All of your children will, but he can't? Men die for other men's sins every day. Every brother that gets shot in the Bronx, you're getting shot because your mother and your father didn't focus in school, didn't try to get an education, didn't try to get a better job so they can live somewhere else. So now you're born in this block. Now you're born here. Now you're sitting here in this neighborhood because your parents didn't focus on their education. Now there's a drug dealer on every corner. People die for other men's sins every day. Why can't Jesus Christ? Why can't he? Please. Give him a hand. Good out, please. Merci. Ephraim, come on, give him the microphone. And then read those precepts and then we're done.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and to the fourth generation.
Ephraim, that's the precept. Give him a hand and un applauso. That's the precept. That's all you need. Let me tell you the miracle. Dying for someone else's sins happens every day, all the time. You know what the miracle of Jesus Christ is? Jesus Christ did not have to die for our sins. He chose to do it. He decided that even though he was the flower growing out of dry ground, as the Bible says in Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, he was the good thing that came from this bad nation. He decided to die for us. He chose to do it. And in choosing to do it, the Most High God made him the example that we all must follow. That's the point of Jesus Christ. Everyone understands, all right? Please, Simeon.
I have one more precept.
Please.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Yeah, Simeon, that's a precept. I don't know what the controversy is about. That's my first time hearing about it. But it's of course in the Bible. Now that I've done all that for you academically, can we discuss the real reason that they say Jesus Christ didn't die for them? Who wants to know the real reason? What's the real reason that anyone, I'm assuming these are fake Israelites, Zarya. The real reason that fake Israelites are saying Jesus Christ didn't die for us. No man can die for another man's sins. The reason that they're saying it is because they do not want to have to follow Jesus Christ. They don't want to have a reason to obey him, because if they follow Jesus Christ, they would have to become something that they don't want to be. Ephraim, give me the black people that say we're not going to get involved. You see, following Jesus Christ means I cannot be, blow my mind with the answer, selfish. That's what that means. So I'll say, Jesus Christ didn't die for anybody's sins, because damn, if he did die for my sins, then don't I owe him? Then he has to be my king now. Like imagine, yo, this cat died for you. You're alive because he died. Now I have to bend my knee to him. Now I have to follow him. They don't want to follow Jesus Christ. Why would someone not want to follow Jesus Christ? Because if they have to follow Jesus Christ, then they cannot make everything in life about them. That's the real reason. When you're battling these cats that don't want to follow Jesus Christ, dig into the real reason. Okay, if Jesus Christ didn't die for us, then who do I follow? Who do I make my life about? Myself. I have sex with who I want to have sex with. I go where I want to go. I eat what I want to eat. Let me show you this video right here. Check this out.
Oh, stand down. We're not gonna be your sacrifice. No more. You can have 100 Karens get knocked off. Nobody cares. But other liberals, they don't really care. And they've been harassing black people forever, the Karens and whatever. Now we're gonna stand with Karens? No, we're not doing that. We would not be sacrificed for their agenda any longer. We will not fight their battle any longer. What they fighting for is not benefit us. If it is, tell me how. Tell me what do we as black people get out of this fight?
I'm sure a lot of you have heard about these people online that are saying, black people are going to sit this one out. We are not going to get involved with this fight between the Hispanics and the ICE agents. We're not going to get involved. We're going to sit this one out. You know how long I have heard that? You know, I heard that in the 90s. Let me give you a 90s saying. I'm going to join you brothers when the revolution starts. But until the revolution starts, that's when you call me. Call me. Then lo and behold, the George Floyd incident happened. The revolution started. Where the fuck were you? These black people did nothing during the George Floyd insurrection. They did nothing about Fernando Castillo. Black people that are saying they're going to sit out of the Hispanic fight, they also sit out of the black fight. They sit out on every fight because they're cowards and they don't want to fight for anything but their own family, their own stomach, or their own money. So whenever a fight happens, they'll say, we're going to sit this one out. I remember, what's that cat name? The cat who took the knee. Colin Kaepernick took a knee. I guess every black person was out. All these foundational black Americans, I guess they were all taking knees. Huh? Jay-Z came out and said, don't take any more knees. And every black person said, okay, Jay-Z, that's exactly what I want to hear. Let me tell you something about you cowards that don't want to support Hispanics. You didn't support black people either. Right. You don't support anything but yourself. Right. You're just using it as an excuse because they're Latino. But of course, I remember when the George Floyd was happening and they were burning down every Rite Aid and burning down stores. Who was burning them down? White people. White people. Antifa was burning down everything. Where were you foundational black Americans at during the George Floyd incident? At home, watching it on TV. You didn't get involved. You never get involved. You never do anything at all because you're a selfish pig. And if they shot your mother, you would think of a reason to not get involved. Please, Ephraim.
Somebody said that in the comments verbatim last week. They said, shout out to the ISUPK, no revolution starts.
Argue about 400 years late. We've been waiting for you for 400 years. I've heard that, brother. When I was an officer of 50, brothers would come by the camp and they would go, y'all telling the truth out there, man. Listen, I ain't going to join y'all now. But when the revolution starts, I'm going to be right up front. I hear you. All of a sudden, George Floyd happened. Everything burned down. You were in the house making hip-hop beats. You was further in your rap career. Just say you're a pussy. I'm sorry, kids. Just say, listen, Latinos, I'm scared. I was scared during George Floyd. I was scared when Eric Garner got killed. I was scared when Malcolm X got shot. I was scared when they killed Martin Luther King. I'm scared, Latinos. Lo siento. I'm scared. Please forgive me. I'm a pussy. Because that's the real reason you don't want to get involved with the Hispanics. The same reason you didn't get involved with black people's troubles either. Everybody understand? I got to go. Please read it.
Wow. And then whenever you're ready, sir, Chicago has Captain Malqua's question.
Second Timothy, the book of Second Timothy, chapter 3, verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Verse 3, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Verse 4, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
Ephraim, that's the perfect precept. Give him a hand. He's telling you the truth. So you Latino brothers out there, whenever some so-called black person says, I'm not getting involved, ask him, how many CVSs did he burn down for the George Floyd incident? Ask Tariq Nasheed. Say, Tariq Nasheed, listen, I understand they're Latino. You don't want to get involved. So just give me the address of the place you burned down, of the bricks that you threw windows through during the George Floyd incident, Tariq Nasheed, because that was about black people, right? So I'm sure you were in the streets of burning down restaurants and throwing bricks through windows. Tariq Nasheed was in the house praying for reparations when George Floyd was going on. He was in the house writing his congressman, praying for reparations that didn't get here. They don't get involved in anything because they're pussies. They're scared. And just say it so we can move on. And you Latinos, you tell any black person that says they're not getting involved because they're Latino, just say you don't get involved with black issues either. You're a pussy. You're scared. Right. That's all. You're just scared. That's all. Don't make it more complicated than that because you didn't get involved for anything that has happened. You don't think black people have had reason to have uprisings in the lifetime of these black people? They've done nothing at all. All right, next, please.
Chicago.
Chi-Town, you're up.
Hey, shalom. How about some Yashai? Barakatah, sir. Can you hear me?
Barakatah, hear you fine.
Kamakan. So, Sluggy, sir, Captain Marquard wanted a breakdown of the book of Hosea, chapter 13, verses 13 and 14.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 13, verse 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him. He is an unwise son, for he should not stay long.
One more time.
Salaki, sir. Write that down. The book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him. He is an unwise son, for he should not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children.
Read one verse above it.
Khan. The book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 12. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up. His sin is hid. Verse 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him.
One verse above the last one you read.
Kana Wakan, the book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 11. I gave thee a king in mine anger and took him away in my wrath.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 12. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up. His sin is hid. Verse 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him. He is an unwise son. For he should not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children.
I'll break this one down for you, if I could. Start one verse above where we started from, all right?
Come on. It's the book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse 10.
Just so you know, Hosea, the nation of Israel was split up. They had a civil war. Blacks and Latinos hated each other. There were certain prophets sent to the tribe of Judah and his fellows, certain prophets sent to the tribe of Ephraim, the Hispanics, and their fellows, right? Hosea was a prophet sent to the Hispanics. Men like Jeremiah and what's the brother's name? Who was with Jeremiah? Baruch. Men like Jeremiah and Baruch were sent to Judah.
Right.
I forget the other brothers that were sent to the Hispanic tribes. It was Hosea and another one. I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. But you can look it up and look up contemporaries of the prophets in your Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It will tell you what prophets were around at the same time, what prophets were with each other, and what prophets went to Israel and what prophets went to Judah. Hosea was a prophet of God that went to what we would call today the so-called Hispanic tribes, Captain Desariel. Amos and Jonah. They were sent to the so-called, what we would call today Hispanic tribes. So that's why he's mentioning Ephraim, because that is who he is sent to. He was sent to Ephraim, the Hispanic tribes, to turn their hearts back to the God of Israel. The same way Jeremiah and Baruch were sent to Judah to turn their hearts back to the God of Israel. That's what you need first. All right, now read it. Go ahead.
Come on. Shall I start at verse 9, sir?
Please.
The book of Hosea, chapter 13, verse 9. O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thine help.
Let me break it down for you. That I believe you understand. Oh, Israel, you have destroyed yourself. That was going into what the brother asked me earlier about the Most High God wants you to be immortal, but you want to die. You've destroyed yourself by your lust to be with the other nations and to have their white women, their Chinese women, their African women, their drugs, their crime, their democracy, their capitalism. You've destroyed yourself by the lust of your own heart, not by God's choice. Continue.
But in me is thine help.
But if you would turn to me, you would be helped. If you would turn to the Lord God, you wouldn't have to suffer the way you suffer. Your problem is your selfishness, your lust. You serve that and you don't serve God. So when you're in trouble, God does not serve you. Continue.
Verse 10. I will be thy king. Where is any other that may save thee in all thy cities?
The Lord said, I will be your king. You follow me, I'll be your king, because there's no one else that will save you in all of these cities. Continue.
And thy judges of whom thou sayest, give me a king and princes. Verse 11.
Let me explain what he's talking about. That's how Israel got a king, because the Most High God did not want Israel to have a king. The Most High God wanted judges to rule over the Israelites. But the Israelites went to the Lord and said, we want a king like the other nations have a king. That's what we want. And the Lord said, fine, I'll give you a king. And that's when he set up Saul to be king over the nation of Israel. But the Lord wanted us to just have judges. We didn't need a king. But we demanded one because we wanted to be like the other people, the other races. He gave us one. But really, we're supposed to follow him. And now we have Jesus Christ, who is a king after God's own heart. Now we have a king that thinks like the Lord God, who is one with the Lord God. So now in following him, we're following God because he obeys God with such great discipline. In the beginning, we demanded a king simply because white people had a king. The Romans had a king. The Greeks had a king. Continue.
Verse 11. I gave thee a king in mine anger.
I was angry with you. I was sick of you asking me for a king. So I said, fine, take a king. Go ahead.
And took him away in my wrath.
Then I took away your king because I was so angry with you. And we lost our king. We lost the house of David. We lost the lordship that David's house would have because he was angry with us again. That's when he split the nation and we fought a civil war, and now we had no king. And that's why Jesus Christ grew up in a ghetto instead of in Jerusalem in a palace, because we lost our king. So now his family were carpenters in a ghetto. Continue.
Verse 12. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up.
The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up. The word bound up means tied up. Keep going.
His sin is hid.
The Lord God is hiding Ephraim's sin. When he says Ephraim, he's speaking about the so-called Puerto Ricans and all of the so-called Hispanic tribes, the so-called North American Indian, Seminole Indian tribes. They're tied up, meaning what? They're not allowed to do what they want to do. If they were free to do what they wanted to do, they would sin out of both draw legs. They would sin like crazy, but they were tied up, and the Lord was hiding their sin. Continue.
Verse 13. The sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him.
You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to go through the sadness of a woman who is giving birth to a child. Now, what is this talking about? Right now, you're tied up. You're not allowed to sin the way you want. I'm hiding your sins. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to go through birthing pains. Birthing pains. Why does anyone go through birthing pains? Because new life wants to bring forth new life. This precept we're reading is about the kind of pain that the Hispanic people are going to go through when it's time for them to be born again. It's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters out there, Los Hispanos out there, you see Donald Trump destroying your grandmothers. You see America destroying your community. Let this pain push you into the realization that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Let it drive you home. El opresor es el diablo de la Santa Biblia. You never wanted to face that, did you? You wanted to be Catholic, Jesus Cristo. You wanted to be Catholic. You wanted to go to church and worship a white Jesus. That white dragging you out of your home and arresting your child. Let me ask you Hispanics something out there. What religion are the ICE agents? You know, don't you? You know, right? You know there are no Muslim ICE agents, don't you? You know there are no Buddhist ICE agents. You know there are no Israelite One West ICE agents. You know that as you are being dragged out of your house by that white man, that white man, before they killed that man, Pretty, they pushed a woman in her face to the ground. Did y'all see that? I mean, they went over to her and shoved a woman in her face. The white man jumped on top of her to protect her. They killed him, shot him. Can you imagine the kind of man that will see a woman and just walk? She didn't walk over to him. Walk over to her and just shove her in the face to the ground. He beats his wife at home. That's not the first time he hit a woman. He hit her like this is something he does all the time. Remember the white man that shot the white woman in the car. As he shot her, he said, "You fucking bitch." As he shot her in her face, there was a baby in the car. That white man, that ICE agent shoved that white woman in her face. The white man got on top of her to protect her. They pulled a gun out and shot him 9 times. What religion is the ICE agents? What is their religion? What God do they serve? What's the color of their Jesus? They're Christian just like you Hispanics. Now, don't avoid this pain. It hurts. It hurts to realize I thought that if I could be the best Christian in the world, white people would accept me. I thought that if I love Jesus Cristo, if I had the rosary beads, if I went to church every Sunday, white people would say he's a good Christian, and they would let me be an American. Now the Christian keep going.
Colonel Wakan.
Shut down.
Colonel Wakan. He is an unwise son.
He is a what?
He is an unwise son.
That's Ephraim. That's the Hispanic sock, an unwise son. You don't realize what's happening? You don't see what this should bring you to? Every Hispanic should be flooding the Israelite school of UPK because we have been saying that el opresor es el diablo since teaching Hispanics to avoid the religion of the white man, to avoid Roman Catholicism, and to come home with your brothers and sisters. You wanted to be Catholic. ICE agents are Catholic. They're Catholic too. Keep going.
Colonel Wakan. For he should not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children.
Because he shall not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children. What is the breaking forth of children? When babies are being born, breaking forth out of the matrix. That's what the Bible calls the birthing canal, the matrix. Don't you see what's truly happening right now in the streets of America and Venezuela? A new people are being born. You're having Hispanics now that are breaking free of Roman Catholicism, breaking free of Christianity, seeing it for what it is. They haven't seen it since the Renaissance for what it is. You're not going to be able to stand it. You understand? You're going to want to run from the pain. Don't run from the pain. Look at it straight in its face. Look at it. This is exactly what so-called Negroes went through during the civil rights movement. We thought if we could sing, we shall overcome. White people would look at us and go, boy, these are good Christians. These are the best Christians. Let's give them right. Let's give them civil rights. They're wearing suits and ties. They go to church every Sunday. The tribe of Judah thought the same thing. You better stand in the place where children are being born. Stand in it. Don't run from it. It's painful. It's scary. There's a lot of hurt there. A lot of pain there. Don't run. Don't run from it. Let the baby be born. There's a precept for this is Revelations, the 12th chapter. Let me hear it, please.
2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That's an absolute precept for persecution in the truth. That's not quite what's happening. Hold your point 1 second on the street with ICE, unless you have Revelations 12. That's what I want. I want Revelations 12, I believe 3. You can confirm it. Go ahead, please.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns.
This is a prophecy for the end of times and for our oppressor, the so-called white man, when he rises up with his military might, a dragon who flies in the sky. Those 7 heads represent the European powers that rose up when Rome fell. Continue.
And 7 crowns upon his head.
7 crowns upon their head, those rulerships. Keep going.
Verse 4. And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven.
Oh my God, imagine how big he is. His tail swipes through the sky and wipes out 1/3 of the stars. He's big. He's the superpower. He's the biggest enemy. Right now, Hispanics, the biggest enemy on the planet is trying to hurt you. You understand? There is no bigger enemy. Hispanics have the biggest monster that is alive. If they were trying to destroy you in Iran, it wouldn't be as big as America trying to destroy you. If the Russians were trying to destroy Latinos, it would not be as big as America trying to destroy you. The biggest monster that exists is trying to kill the Latinos. He wipes a third of the stars out of the heavens with his tail. Keep going.
And did cast them to the earth.
Keep going.
And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered.
The dragon is standing right in front of this woman. Imagine a dragon in the sky with his wings. The woman is a giant pregnant woman laying back, screaming because she's about to give birth. The dragon is standing there, waiting. Continue.
For to devour her child as soon as it was born.
This dragon is waiting for you to deliver that baby so he can eat the baby. The Hispanic people are about to become a new people. They're about to have a rebirth. The Hispanics are about to be reborn right now. This pain is going to bring forth a child. That's what's going to happen. They're going to see things differently. They're going to see that they are the children of God. You know what Hispanics are looking at right now? They're going through a biblical persecution. And they're going to notice it because of what you brothers are doing on the internet. Hispanics are going to look at their condition and say, wait a minute, what's happening to us is biblical prophecy. Who did that happen to? You came into the truth when you read the slave ship prophecy, didn't you? You read the slave ships and go, wait a minute. The slave ships, which I thought was just a terrible, terrible affliction, it's in the Bible. This affliction means that we're the children of God. Hispanics, you are going to read the affliction of ICE agents and oppression in the Bible. And it's going to prove that the Hispanics are the children of God. You are going to be reborn because of what ICE is doing to you. You're going to become a new people. And the white man is waiting to kill that new baby, to kill you as soon as you're born. Continue.
Verse 5. And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
This mother brought forth a boy who was going to rule all nations with a rod of iron. Keep going.
And her child was caught up unto God and to his throne.
When the baby came out, the baby did not get eaten. The baby was protected by God and taken away. The white man wants to destroy the new spirit that will take over in the Mexicans, in the Puerto Ricans, in the Venezuelans, in the tribe of Gad, the North American Indians. He wants to kill you because you're about to be different. You're about to be changed because you will see who the devil is. And because of that, you will see who your true God is. And the white man wants to kill that baby. He won't be able to. You stand up in it. That's what you do. You Hispanics, you stand up in this oppression. You open your eyes. Don't run from the place of childbirth. Don't do that. Face it. Tell yourself what this means. And now, wait a minute. Now, as I was watching the police kill Fernando Castillo and watching the police kill Eric Gardner, now they're killing Hispanics. The black people are my brothers. We're together. We're the same. Black people, you should be looking at what's happening to Hispanics and go, wait a minute, that happened to me, what, 3 years ago? That happened to me. We're brothers. We're the same. We'll band together. We'll get through this time. We'll get through this. And in the end, we will become reborn as something miraculous. Everyone understands. All right, that's the point, Chicago, all right?
So he was asking about also verse 14. Or
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Sir, he wanted also a breakdown on verse 14.
Go ahead.
Come, Salaki, sir. Book of Hosea, chapter 13, verse 14. I will ransom them from the power of the grave. I will redeem them from death.
I think I broke that down already.
Oh,
I will ransom them from the power of the grave. They arrested that little Mexican boy. His name was Caneo. which means rabbit. Is that right, Warrior? How do you say rabbit in Espanol? Conejo, right? You don't know. Who knows Conejo? Give me out there. I believe that's not. I'm probably mispronouncing it like I do everything. Conejo. How would you pronounce it? Conejo. Say again. Conejo. Conejo. That little baby boy had a rabbit hat on. His name is Conejo. Conejo. He had a rabbit hat on. ICE agents went and just ripped him out the car and arrested him. Listen, the boy's name was Conejo. He had a please, Ephraim.
I posted a meme today shifting into what you're going to go into.
Please.
It said this little boy spent more time in jail than anybody in the Epstein files.
This little boy spent more time in jail than anybody on the Epstein file. That is correct. My God. Listen, Hispanics, the Most High God is going to ransom your soul. If you think that this time of ICE agents oppressing you and them destroying you is actually going to end you, you're wrong. This is the time of rebirth, Latinos. This is how you change. This is how you see something that you don't want to see. This wakes you up. This bands you together. Don't you know King David, man? King David was on the run from King Saul, starving to death. King Saul was trying to kill him. He was alone. All of a sudden, the other men who King Saul was trying to kill all came together with King David. Later on, King David called him his 35 mighty men. Then later on, those 35 men became 600 men. Who were they? Outlaws. That's who they were. Outlaws, enemies of the state, men who the government was trying to kill. First, it was just King David, who King Saul was trying to kill. David just held his ground. All of a sudden, Benaniah joined him. King Saul was also an outlaw, a criminal. All of a sudden, 35 other criminals joined him. David called them his mighty men up. Then it was 600 of them. Then it was all 12 tribes unified under one king. Band together when the government is trying to kill you. Band together. You're an enemy of the state, so am I. You know how long Commanding General Yohana's FBI file is? How long it is? Where's Indianapolis out? Chicago, you remember that time that the brother in Indianapolis said, confess, and he came into the major council and he said, I'm sorry, y'all, I want to confess. The FBI sent me into this school and they gave me bus fare to come to class in Indianapolis. And they said, we'll pay for you to go to class. I just want to know about Commanding General Yohana and Captain Tazaryak. Tazaryak, I know you remember.
God, our God.
That happened. That's what he said. And he came in the major council and said, I just want to confess, man. Here's the card. Here's the card of the FBI agent. Chicago, you remember that? He was in Indianapolis school. He just came up in the major council and said, the FBI sent me here, and I'm so sorry. They said, find out everything you can about Commanding General Yohana and Captain Tazaryak. Please find out everything about them. And he confessed and said, I'm standing the truth and I'm not doing it anymore. You're hated by the government? Join the club. You're in the right place. This is where you belong. They want to steal your children. They want to put you in jail. So what? You know, everybody understands? Tazaryak, microphone.
What's so prophetic about it, 6 or 7 months before that, Commander Jenny Hanna is being interviewed by Sarnetta on 125th Street. And Sarnetta says, you don't think that y'all will ever be infiltrated like the government is infiltrated? Commander Jenny Hanna's exact words, if they send him in here, we'll convert them. Is what he said.
Yes,
said it just like that. And then for that cat to come in there, that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened. The FBI sent somebody in here. We change their hearts. We convert them into believers. And that's what always happens. Ephraim, come on. I got to move on. Go ahead.
What truth is one, it's so heavy you said that because I was watching some JFK related documentary thing, and it said Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover at the time had the head of security of the Black Panthers at the time was an FBI informant. He had an informant like in every big organization in that time, giving information to him. and also like with what you was describing about the Hispanics, like you described my whole religious upbringing.
I understand.
The white Jesus, Christian. It's like I kind of had Jesus is black. Oh, yeah, but in the back of my head, like, wait a minute, and I never saw it. I even have Christian, even my friends now that are like, they're not zealot in that, Yeah, so
you telling the truth, Doc. Listen, let me tell you what happened. This happened to me last week. I got to do this fast. Last week, a brother, he is not an Ephraimite. He's not Issachar either. I want to say I don't remember, Honduran. What tribe are the Hondurans? The Balawan? And so he said to me, he said, listen, sir, I would like to be the camp leader or over this department. And I said, well, listen, he said, how do I do it? And he's Honduran. And I said, listen, being over a department in the UPK is no different than the desire to be supervisor on your job. I said, what do you do? He said, he's a cook. I said, well, what would you, if you were going to hire someone to be in charge of the cooks, who would you hire? Now, of course, I'm asking him this to show him that if you want to be in charge in the UPK, you show up on time. You're the most diligent. You work hard. If you want to be in charge of a UPK department, it's no different than being in charge of anything. Show up on time, be diligent, be the first one there, the last one to leave, and you will be on charge one day. I said, well, who would you hire to be in charge? He said, well, sir, I'm going to tell you this because I know you a real brother. I would not hire a Judite. That's what he said. He said, because they don't want to work. I said, I understand now. I said, well, you wouldn't hire Judite. I said, but of course, in the Israelite School of UPK, we absolutely would not care what tribe you're from because we love all 12 tribes, right? But you would want him to be diligent. You would want him to be on time. You would want him to do his job, right? And then he understood it. But I'm glad he felt comfortable enough to tell me about the kind of things that the divisive thing that has been put in his mind by that white Jesus. That white Jesus makes him think that we're divided. You understand? But of course, Latinos, they also get drunk all night. And Latinos also snort cocaine. And Latinos also do the same crimes and problems, have the same problems that Black people have, right? But because of Roman Catholicism, sometimes we could think we're divided from each other. Well, when the ICE agents kill you and then kill me, we'll know we're the same, right? We'll know when they kill us both. Maybe we'll lie in the street together, and then we'll know we are together in life. You understand? There's going to be a new kind of Latino that comes from the oppression of Donald Trump. A new kind of Black man that will come from the oppression of America. Those kind of Latinos and Black peoples will consider each other's brothers. Will consider each other the children of God. You understand? All right. Anything else, please move on.
Sir, as we go into your topics, right on to what you were talking about.
Ain't this something? Benjamin, come on. Please. Levi here? Levi, send me one time, but just give me 2 fingers because otherwise I'm going to say what I should not say. Everybody understands that. Okay. All right, go ahead.
So, I'm not sure if this is the part you want, but it says contemporary.
Please, go ahead.
This is Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary, the part that says prophets, the 15th paragraph. They also spoke of contemporary events as witnessed the words of Isaiah with respect to the situation that confronted Ahaz in Isaiah 7. At the same time, it must not be forgotten that the prophets also spoke of the future. They predicted future calamity to come upon the nation because of its refusal to repent for its sins.
You might have to skip down now. This is you're right where you're supposed to be, but this is telling you what prophets were around at the same time and in the same kingdom. But it might require more work. Let them do it on their own. Ephraim, Benjamin, if you could. you just need to know that Baruch and Jeremiah were around at the same time. Hosea and the other brother were around at the same time. They were in a camp with each other. They were with each other, going to camp every day with each other. Benjamin, he'll see it. Once you read down, you'll see what I'm talking about, all right? But I'm just tight. I got to go into the topics now, right? Ephraim, we're up. Let's get it on.
Hotline for reporting illegal immigrants.
Who's his brother? This is brother Thawabun out there in California from the tribe of Gad, the North American Indian, the chosen people of God. Give him a hand. Thabowan. My apologies. Thabowan. Out there, gracias. Merci. Out there in California. Give him a hand. Play the video.
And this is an Edomite comedian that created a fake hotline for people to report people they believe in the country illegally.
I have my own hotline for reporting illegal immigrants, and people call it thinking that it's legitimate. I talked to a kindergarten teacher that wants to deport the parents of a kindergartner at her school. And it looks like they have a child who was born in New York, which makes them an American citizen.
Yeah.
So we're looking to deport the parents and leave the child.
Right. Like I said, I don't know if they're here illegally. I just think it's odd, you know? It's very odd.
What did you say was odd?
It's just odd for them to even be here. Like, I'm a teacher at a school. Okay, I know schools. I know the whole law about schools. I mean, they seem like nice people or whatever, but I looked them up in our file. So I was like, oh, so right there, it's like, okay, maybe I'm on the right path. You know, they drop off their kid every day.
So their kid is their kid a student at your school?
Yes. Yes.
One of your
kindergarten.
Okay, so now you want to get his parents deported?
Well, I'm just saying that if they're taking up resources from our county,
Okay.
I'm not into illegal people being here.
I mean, if the son's in kindergarten, what, is 6 or 7,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's probably like 5 or 6.
And they was born in New York, so that means, assuming like they've been in America for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go ahead and just remove them.
Are you like questioning that, or what do you?
I have my own hotline for reporting illegal immigrants.
Enough. This white woman, she is
I have my own.
She's a kindergarten teacher, and this is what activated her suspicion: a Hispanic accent. This parents had an Hispanic accent. They're good people. She said they're good. They're nice folks, but I heard a Hispanic accent. She goes into the computer and looks them up to see, and she sees they're from Honduras. And then she's calling a hotline to have them deported. There was a big story this week about how the voting rights change that Donald Trump wants is the reactivation of Jim Crow laws. Let me explain something to you that you don't want to face. Jim Crow laws never stopped. Right. It never stopped. Do you know what's been happening this entire time? Your entire life, when you're looking at and you're wondering, why are black men being pulled over so much? Why are they being arrested so much? It's because things like this have been happening to blacks and Latinos this entire time. Someone sees your brown skin and they go and look you up in the computer. Someone hears your accent, your Haitian accent, and they go look it up in the computer. Someone hears your Hispanic accent and they go type it in the computer. Your child's kindergarten teacher is doing this. She's doing this. That's where you live. Face it. Face it. Don't run from it like the pain of childbirth. Face it. Look at it in the face. See the pain of it and don't run from it at all. What religion do you think this woman is? You know, don't you? You know, don't you? Go ahead and say it. You know she's Christian, right? You know she prays to her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, don't you? You know she loves Jesus. And you know what? If you ask her, is she racist? What will she say, Benjamin? She would say, absolutely not. I don't see color. I love all people the same. I am absolutely not racist. I heard a little Hispanic accent at work today. Could you come and arrest them? But I'm not racist at all. This is truth, and this truth will make you reborn. It will help you. For water officer Fawaban of the tribe of Gad, the North American Indian out there in California. Go ahead, next video.
Hold one up here. Have a history.
Oh, Jesus. Pause it for 1 second so I can give you some sad. This is just terrible. This one is terrible. This is, let me explain to you how blacks and Latinos are the same. During the time of lynching in America, and I'll call that time from, it might have ended in 1939. It might have started right after World War I. Okay. It's commonly called the time of lynching in America. You might have to start it right after the Civil War, right? It's when black men were lynched by the thousands in the South. And when I say this number is big, it's a gigantic number. We have pictures on the wall in this room right now. All over this wall of pictures of lynchings. Now, here's what you got to understand to get white people. White people took the picture. Right. You understand? This picture wasn't taken by some sneaky black person trying to get the evidence. White people were celebrating it. They wanted to remember it. It was a beautiful day. White people took these pictures to celebrate it.
They used them for postcards.
They use it for postcards. They made postcards out of this, which is why we have them today in the Israelite School of UPK. Well, during this time of lynching, right? Let's say you're a woman and your husband was lynched. You would go home and you would see your husband is missing. In his truck, in his bedroom, they would leave the ace of spades. The ace of spades. Now, listen to me carefully. This is common Judite knowledge if you're from the South. You would see an ace of spades in your husband's truck. And that's how you would know that white people came and lynched your husband. You would go to your husband's job. Where's your husband at? He's missing. The ace of spades would be sitting where your husband works at, in the shop he works in the barn he works in his living room. The ace of spades would be sitting there. And everyone would know. They would start crying immediately. Women would just start crying because they would know when they see that card that the Klan has lynched their husband. And they would know that the sheriff was in on it and there was nothing you could do. Remember that, right? Now play this story. Please.
Being used by white supremacist groups to intimidate people of color. Death cards is what they call them. This week, families in Eagle County, Colorado experienced another type of cruelty that fits into this administration's playbook. They found death cards held up in the automobiles of their family members who were taken away by ICE agents. Here have a history of being used by white supremacist groups to intimidate people of color. Death cards is what they call them. These cards found in Colorado had the address and the phone number of the Aurora ICE detention facility printed on them. Aurora is a sister city, neighboring city to Denver. Now, imagine just for a second, your sister
Pause. These cards, I sent Ephraim the history on it. They're called death cards. Death cards were used during the time of lynching after the Civil War. Death cards are being used today in Colorado, in Arizona, where you can go for them of the death cards. And it's the same ace of spades. ICE agents are leaving the ace of spades in the cars of the people they arrest. They're leaving the ace of spades there. And at the bottom of the ace of spades is the phone number of the ICE prison. Let me tell you, you brothers and sisters, something that I know I should not say. But this is why I love Commanding General Yohana. Because I am not the kind of person that does things legally. You understand? That is not who I am. And if not for Commanding General Yohana, I would handle things in another way. The other way. The way I used to handle things before I met Commanding General Yohana. Because this kind of thing would anger me to that extent. And that, can you imagine that the ace of spades that people used in the 30s, in the 1920s, in the 1800s, to tell a woman, we hung your husband. Here's the ace of spades. And it is called, anyone want to Google on your phone the death card? It's called the death card. That is a United States senator that is reading that card last week on the floor of the Senate because ICE agents are putting that ace of spades in cars. The ace of spades. The same card that would hang in some brother's car whose wife will never see him again. And you should thank the Lord for the UPK, because I would not be in this school. I would not do things this way, and I would not care about going to jail, because it would mean absolutely nothing to me to go to jail. It would mean nothing to me to sit in jail forever. That's what's happening. We should become someone different knowing this. We should become a different people. We should band together. We should realize that we're brothers. We're sisters. We should realize that the Lord God requires something of us that is supernatural, and we should give it to him, because fighting him isn't working. Is there anything else?
Sir, Trump doesn't want us to keep talking about ICE.
Mm-hmm.
People out of 10, it's bad. I hate it. I hate even talking about it. 2 people out of tens of thousands, okay? Mm-hmm. And you get bad publicity. Nobody talks about all of the murderers that were taken out of our country. They don't talk about... but
it was 2 Americans.
They don't talk about, we have the small soon, pretty much overall. But if you look at the waters where we knock out boats.
Trump is so stupid. They're asking him about ICE. He said, we've been tough on the waters. The reporter says, what in the hell are you talking about with the waters? What are you even talking about? This man became president. What was the quality you saw in him? I think I know. He was a child molester and a racist just like you, which is going into my topic tonight. Ephraim?
That's perfect timing for the next
Please go ahead.
So
go ahead.
We won't talk about ICE. He doesn't want us to, we can talk about something else.
Please.
So why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children.
This is a U.S. congressman, by the way.
Yeah,
Donald Trump.
UPK, that man is not in the UPK. You understand? That's a United States congressman that is saying that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands of times. And the discussion is him raping children. Raping children. Keep going.
Threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein...
Give me the next one, for time's sake.
Files.
Donald Trump, this is what you need to understand about America. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands of times, and the topic is Donald Trump raping children. It's in the Epstein files. You can go look it up. It says that he's raping children, and that's what's in the Epstein files. Now, here's what I have to ask white people out there. Didn't you know this about him before you elected him? You knew this already. You knew that Donald Trump was best friends with Epstein. You saw the video of him dancing with Epstein before the election. They talked about this when he was president the first time. Why would you have elected a known Jeffrey Epstein friend to be president? Let me help you out with the answer. You knew Donald Trump was a pedophile. You wanted pedophiles to be president because you are also a pedophile. That's what no one wants to say. These white men that voted for Donald Trump, they didn't vote for him even though he's a pedophile, even though he's a rapist. They voted for him because he's a rapist, because he's a pedophile, because he's a racist. That was the quality that attracted them to him, because they're pedophiles. You don't understand how many white men are pedophiles, do you? You do not understand. Have you heard of the Catholic Church? Is that a thing you've heard of in your life? Do you know how many children have been molested by the Catholic Church? Brother, you could fill up a stadium. You could fill up Yankee Stadium with the amount of children that have been molested by the Catholic Church. They wanted a pedophile president because they are pedophiles. They want this. That's why that ICE agent shoved that woman in the face, you fucking bitch, and shoved her down to the ground, because these ICE agents hate women. Why do they hate women? Because women are just so grown. You understand me? You know what the problem with women is, Ephraim? Women are just so grown. They got opinions and ideas. You know, they're not little children, 12-year-olds, like they should be. You Donald Trump supporters hate women because they're mature, because they're grown women with ideas and thoughts and ambitions of their own. And you look at them and go, you fucking bitch. You should be 12. That's your problem. You're not 12 watching, what's those shows the little girls used to watch when I was a kid with the cartoons, with the My Love Pony. What's the pony show, y'all? My Little Pony. You should be watching My Little Pony. You shouldn't be a grown bitch that has ideas and thoughts. You should be 12, you fucking bitch. And they shove her in the face. Donald Trump is a pedophile. You voted for him because you're a pedophile. You are just like him. Otherwise, what man would accuse that? What man would, when you saw that ICE agent shoving that woman in the face, what man wouldn't be sickened by that? You don't have daughters? Who has daughters in here? Raise your hand. Listen, when Tobias married, what's the brother name? Tobias, right? Tobit. In the book of Tobit, he sent his son to marry this girl. And right before he took his daughter away on the back of a horse, the mother went to Tobias and said, be not cruel unto my daughter. Be not cruel unto her. I have daughters up. I don't want you to beat none of my daughters up. You understand me? That ain't what I want. My daughters are getting about to be 18 years old, which I'm about to go under this table because I'm going to have to marry them off one day. And it is killing me, Ephraim. The thought of it is killing me. You understand? The thought of, okay, take my daughter, brother, is about to put me under this table. The thought of it. I don't want you beating my daughter's ass. I don't want you having sex with her and never calling her again. The worst thing I could think of is a man having sex with my daughter and leaving her. Jesus Christ. You know I don't mind going to jail. I've brought that up already. I don't even care about it. It's damn near part of the job to me. Can you imagine having a child and now someone does this to your child? What man would not hate a pedophile? Would not hate some man who abuses children? You voted for one. I think I know why. You're a pedophile. You're just like Donald Trump, Captain Desaryak. Then I'll get you.
I sent the video. Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, said we got to stop accusing pedophiles.
How did I
stop
forget?
blaming
Yeah,
pedophiles.
that's what he said. And
That's what he
please
said.
play it. And I forgot about that.
That's diabolical. He's a senator, and it go right through. That's why ain't nobody saying nothing about Epstein.
This part of it is amazing.
That's diabolical.
He said, "We got to stop being so mean to these pedophiles out there, Captain."
So, like the scriptures say, can two walk together unless they be agreed?
Oh Jesus, give him a hand. Listen, how do you vote for a pedophile unless you're a pedophile? Ephraim.
Carter, just gonna say regarding the ICE agents, like if they could treat their own people the way they treat them, imagine what they think of our people, sir.
Oh my God, brother, they need any reason to hurt anybody, and they have the best reason to hurt you and I. You understand? Play it, please.
Keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Protect the pet.
You telling the truth about it? I mean, you told the truth about it, Captain. I know you saw that. You said, boy, doing. God damn. Who in the hell would say that? Well, of course, you're correct as always. They're pedophiles. Now, this is important to my topic tonight. The people in charge of the planet are pedophiles. They've been voted in because they're pedophiles. They wanted pedophiles to be in charge because they wanted pedophilia to be free and legal. Ephraim, what else do you have?
Well, we have portions of the files.
Please.
And full disclaimer, I've done my best to vet all of these, but people are creating some fraudulent ones to try.
These are allegations. That's what Ephraim is trying to say. This is what people are saying. Go ahead.
These are some of the ones with Trump's name, and people are saying these were deleted shortly after the files were released.
Of course.
Donald Trump had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in, and Trump would auction them off. He measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger and rated them on tightness. The guests included Elon Musk, Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric Trump were there. Alan Dershowitz was there. Bob Shapiro was there. They were taken in rooms, forced to give oral sex to Donald Trump. This is the woman who even sued Trump years ago.
Yeah, she sued Trump for this same woman. And she's saying Donald Trump will go in there and finger every girl in there, test their vulva, test their vaginas for tightness and thickness, measure all of them, judge them. Okay, you 2 fingers, 1 finger, 3 fingers. Okay, this is a 3-finger girl. She's not as good as a 1-finger girl. Donald Trump himself confessed that he would go into the Miss Universe pageant with young 18-year-old girls while they were naked and judge them and look at them. He said that himself. Ephraim, anything else?
Yes, sir. There's redacted, reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. She told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit him while performing oral sex. Another says at age 16, while modeling, the caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. On one occasion, she reported she was essayed by Epstein. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers lured her and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. And
Ephraim is just reading what's in the Epstein files. That's all he's reading. I'm sorry, please, you get on now. He's reading what's in the Epstein files. Donald Trump having sex, getting oral sex from everybody in the Epstein files. 13-year-old girls. This is in the Epstein files that you can find online. Go ahead.
Another section says online complainant reported she was a victim and witness to a sex trafficking ring at the Trump golf course between 95 and 96. She reported to Ghislaine Maxwell as the madam and broker for sex parties, clients of whom included Epstein, Robin Leach, and Donald Trump.
Robin Leach. I ain't heard that name in years, huh? That's the old school 80s name. Who is Robin Leach? He's the one, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. He's how we first found out about Donald Trump. This is all I need you to understand from this. This is in the Epstein files. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. You voted for him. Are you a pedophile? Because that needs to come out. You voted for Donald Trump because you're a pedophile. Any more? Next topic. Give me the next one. Go ahead.
Complainant reported being threatened by Trump's then head of security that if she ever talked of what went on there, who she saw, she would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes like the other C words.
Donald Trump says she would end up as fertilizer if she talked about it. Another famous Epstein file that came out this week is in the Epstein files. It says, "You have my permission to kill him." He talked to somebody, and that is in the Epstein files. You have my permission to kill him. Anyone can go Google that and look that up. That came out this week in the Epstein files. Another important thing in the Epstein files that came out, for some reason, it's also in the Epstein files that Stevie Wonder and other music artists refused to perform in Israel, in Tel Aviv. Now they're wondering, why is that in the Epstein files? Because in the Epstein files it says Stevie Wonder refused to perform in Tel Aviv. He refused to perform for the Israeli government. That is in the Epstein files. Why does Epstein care about who refuses to perform in the land of Israel? Because some people are saying, allegations is that Jeffrey Epstein was an agent of the Israeli government. And really all of these sex parties and child molestation parties were to have evidence against people so that they could always use this to force them to support the Israeli government, because they have video of rich and prominent men from the United States and Great Britain having sex with children. And so they could always use this to make sure that they would never come against the Israeli government, because Jeffrey Epstein was an agent of the Israeli government, allegedly. That's on the internet, because I know on it you can read that we hate Stevie Wonder because he refuses to perform in Tel Aviv. You can look that up in your phones right now. Ephraim. Next one.
Now we were also seeing a lot of people were posting some of the redactions and showing how it seems like they were redacting the words Don, Donald, Elon a lot. Elon Musk tried to kind of blow this off, but one of the ones that came up is him begging basically to be invited to some of the to the wildest parties. They put this one. They've already put this on a bus stop. They blew this up. An email from Elon to Jeffrey Epstein asking, what day or night will the wildest party on your island be?
Oh, you white people with your small penises. You white people are so terrible. Shout out to Officer Gadiawan out there in Texas. He was trying to tell a white man about how small his penis is. Listen, this is something I don't think I even understood until this came out. Do you know how difficult it is for white men to have sex with women? It is an amazing thing. For a white man to get a girl to have sex with him, first of all, he has to pay her. And he has to be a billionaire to get her to do it. And she has to be a child. And he has to arrange it through some billionaire island. That is how unattractive white men are to women. They're unattractive. You brothers out here, the average brother in this room, if you wanted to have sex with every white woman, what would you have to do? Put your phone number on the internet? That's it. Because one, white women are whores. They're all whores. It doesn't take anything to have sex with a white woman. I think you just say hello to them and you have sex with them. White men are so insignificant sexually that for Elon Musk to have sex, it has to be orchestrated. That's an amazing thing to me, Ak. It's an amazing thing to me that for Elon Musk to get sex, The Israeli government has to orchestrate it for him to have sex. When meanwhile, if you want to have sex, Doc, you'll have to stop having sex to stop getting women pregnant. Because you'll just get everybody pregnant, and then you'll be like, I got to stop getting women pregnant. Elon Musk, for him to have sex, it has to be a government conspiracy for Elon Musk to have sex. That is how insignificant white men are sexually, which is why they hate Latinos, which is why they think they'll be replaced by you. Ephraim.
Okay. We have more from Elon. This one asking, will you come to the Caribbean this Christmas? Woody Allen with me. You might enjoy.
Woody Allen. He's another nasty mother effer, Woody Allen. Woody Allen. Who knows who Woody Allen is? Raise your hand. That's a strange thing. Woody Allen was a famous director. He raised a child from 7 years old. That was his stepdaughter. When she got 18, he had sex with her. That's what happened with Woody Allen. He is a disgusting piece of garbage that could do something like that. He went to Epstein Island too. Ephraim, go ahead.
There's videos of him on the island with Epstein.
Go ahead.
With young girls.
After this, just give me Rihanna and then give me the precept I asked for in the beginning of class, and then I'm done. Go ahead.
This is from Epstein to Elon. It says, hello, Mary Beth. I have now sent you a copy of all 3 girls' passports. Jeffrey will have his ID with him. Sounds like planning of flying
these girls, these children to the Epstein Island to rape them and have sex with them. Go ahead.
This is Eva Dubin to Jeffrey Epstein talking about her own 15-year-old daughter. The email says,
Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
The email says, come and visit next week. Selena will have 5 friends over.
This is this woman talking about her own daughter, who's going to have 5 friends over, telling Jeffrey Epstein, why did you white men vote for Donald Trump? You knew he was a pedophile. Give me Kid Rock. I forgot about Kid Rock. Give me Kid Rock. Then give me Rihanna, then give me the precept I asked for.
Matthew 5 and 13.
Go ahead.
Ye are the salt of the earth. But if
give me the videos first. Stand by for 1 second. Let me finish the video. Yes. Give me the videos. Give me Kid Rock, or give me Rihanna first, then give me Kid Rock. All right, this is the whole point I'm trying to make for you tonight. Everyone in here has heard about Jeffrey Epstein, has heard that white people have voted for Jeffrey Epstein, even though he was a pedophile. I would like you to expand your mind to this. Not vote for him, even though he was a pedophile. They voted for him because he was a pedophile. They wanted a pedophile in the biggest office in the land because they are pedophiles. That's why they voted for him. They didn't do it even though, or in spite of, or ignoring it. They are pedophiles themselves. They're molesting their own daughters. They're molesting little girls in Christian camps, in Boy Scout troops, at Sunday Bible services. And they thought to themselves, we need a pedophile in the White House so we can be protected from the pedophilia we're doing at home. They voted for Donald Trump because he's a pedophile. I'm going to show you that first, and then I'm going to show you what that should teach you. All right? Walk with me on it, and then I'm into this class. Ephraim.
We don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause.
This is Rihanna on a show with Tyra Banks back in the 2000s. Now listen carefully to this. This is Rihanna telling the story about when she signed to Jay-Z. Oh, did I tell you Jay-Z was in the Epstein files too? Did I forget that part? Jay-Z was all over the Epstein files. All over it. All of that big pimping that Jay-Z was doing, he learned that from Jeffrey Epstein. Jay-Z was in the Epstein files. And of course, Jay-Z was the one that ended the Colin Kaepernick revolution. Ended it. You imagine what hip hop has become, where hip hop ends a revolution. Hip hop crushes a rebellion against white people. That's what happened with Jay-Z. Now, this is Rihanna talking about the day that she signed with Jay-Z's record label. Listen carefully. Go ahead.
Nervous with that he said, and we're interested. And there's this sudden feel of relief. But then he said something about a window and a door. Oh, then he said, you did it whole I did a lot of homework on you this lady. He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
One more time, Ephraim, because I know they didn't hear that.
And I was nervous with that he said, and we're interested. And there's this sudden feel of relief. But then he said something about a window and a door. Oh, then he said, you did it whole I did a lot of homework on you this lady. He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
Rihanna was 16 years old. She met Jay-Z. And Jay-Z said, I want to sign you. And there's two ways that you can leave this music studio. Either you can leave out the door because you signed with me, or you can leave out the window on the 29th floor. She was 16 years old, a child. She signed with Jay-Z. This was something so normal in the music industry. Normal. How do you know? You've heard of Puff Daddy, haven't you? You've heard of R. Kelly, haven't you? This was normal. Rihanna signed with Jay-Z in fear of her life because he told her, if you don't sign with me, I'm going to have my security guards toss you out the window. She signed with him. Play it again. Go ahead.
Oh,
It's all right.
Songs here, we sang artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous with that he said, and we're interested. And there's this sudden feel of relief. But then he said something about a window and a door. Oh, then he said, you did it whole I did a lot of homework on you this lady. He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
Let me tell you what you women need. You women need fathers. That's what you need. You need fathers to tell you who you should have sex with, and you need fathers to tell you what record labels you should sign with. Because when I think about some man telling my daughter, either she signs with him or he throws her out the window, I would like to have a talk with him. I would like to meet with him. I'd like to bring Shamgar out of the UK. I like to bring LeBun. I like to bring Tazar Yak. I like to bring a few brothers, my brothers. I like to talk to somebody that tells my daughter that if she doesn't sign with him, he's going to throw out the window. Maybe we could discuss it. You understand, right? Right, because he did this to a 16-year-old girl. Jay-Z is on the Epstein list. He was at the Epstein Island. Now, give me Kid Rock. This is the last one. Kid Rock is a staunch Donald Trump supporter. Oh, he has the American flag. He loves America, that Kid Rock, doesn't he? He's like Ted Nugent. He loves America. He loves the red, white, and blue. Patriotism is racism. That's what it is. Patriotism is racism. Here's Kid Rock. He's a super duper patriot. He's also a pedophile. Allegedly. All right, please go ahead.
And sir, this is going around this week because Turning Point finally announced their Super Bowl show.
Turning Point is having another Super Bowl show
to counter Bad Bunny.
To counter Bad Bunny. Now, I heard Bad Bunny is a half a homo. I pray not. I pray that Bad Bunny is a straight up and down Ephraimite brother in the world. Come on, Asher. I don't like none of that. I don't like fluidity. I don't like that. Asher, I can already see you don't like that. Asher does not like that. Okay? Asher does not appreciate that one bit. Now, let's just hope that he doesn't walk out on that Super Bowl in a dress. Now, in protest, I think I'm going to watch the Super Bowl cooking only Puerto Rican dishes.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm eating this year for the Super Bowl. Give me some Puerto Rican dishes. Eat from right there. Give me some Puerto Rican to eat. Arroz con dulas. Arroz con dulas. Give him a hand. We're going to eat arroz con dulas. What are those fritters that you got with the beef inside with the olives? Pastelitos. Give him a hand. Oh, listen, I'm going to try to get down. I'm going to eat the pastelitos. I'm going to eat the arroz con dulas. I'm going to eat the pollo al carbon. I'm going to go there with you this Super Bowl, all right? We're going to get it on. We're going to eat only Puerto Rican food. Bad Bunny, come on, don't disappoint us now. Bad Bunny, help us out, man. We suffering now. Bad Bunny, do not wear a dress out there and disappoint all of the Black and Latino race. Ephraim, goddamn, Ephraim, what do you have to do with this?
I'm just I wouldn't bet against you.
Oh, shit, Ephraim. Ephraim is not supporting this one bit. Ephraim, Bad Bunny is going to shame your entire tribe. Oh, shit, Asher, go ahead. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Ephraim. Ephraim, listen, I ain't gonna blame you for it.
Can we separate the artist?
We ain't gonna blame you. He's the one that went over the wall in the Bible. That's correct. Ephraim, he going over a wall. He is a cake unturned. We're not gonna blame you Puerto Ricans in the truth, but it's not gonna be good. Right? That's all I can tell you. But either way, this Super Bowl. What are we gonna eat again, Ephraim? Give me that one you just said. Arroz con gandulas, rice and beans. Give me the other one. Pastelitos. Give me come on. Coquito. God, I forget that. But up for that. Thalia, you like that. Thalia, and she approves of that. Huh? That has alcohol in it. That means my wives are like, Comia Sha'ala. We're going to have that this year in the Mahayaman house. All right. But Bad Bunny, come on, don't let us down. Okay? We got to stick together with this one. Donald Trump is against us. We got to stick together. All right, play you know what I want.
So they announced Kid Rock as the headliner.
Kid Rock is the headliner of the counter Super Bowl. Here I come. Go ahead.
I like them young ladies. I like them underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory. What the hell did you say?
That went over our heads back then, Asher. Kid Rock said they say it's Kid Rock said it. They say it's statutory. We say it's mandatory. Kid Rock says it's mandatory to deal with a child. He's the Charlie Kirk artist that's going to perform the counter Super Bowl. Why am I bringing this up? I got to go. Listen, you people that voted for Donald Trump voted for him because you're a pedophile. You are a pedophile. That's why you voted for a pedophile. Now, why is that important to understand? I believe I'm good to go here. Am I done? Give me the precepts I asked for, please, if I could. Blacks and Latinos, pedophiles are trying to run the world. They're in charge. Pedophiles are running the planet Earth right now. Why is that important? God is calling you to run the world. He's calling you to do this job. Benjamin, please.
Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Read that again.
Keep therefore and do them.
Read that again.
Keep therefore and do them.
This is speaking about the laws of God. Thou shalt not eat pork, eat shrimp, eat crab. Thou shalt not rape a woman. Thou shalt not have sex with a child. Thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy. Thou shalt keep the Passover. The Lord our God gave us laws and told us we are to keep and do these laws. Benjamin.
Keep therefore and do them. This is your wisdom and your understanding.
This is your wisdom. What is wisdom? You knowing how to live. And your understanding, your ability to navigate life on earth. This is your wisdom and your understanding. Go ahead.
In the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations. We right now are among nations who are Kid Rock and Jeff and Ted Cruz and pedophiles who believe in having sex with children. We have to be the race who stands against pedophilia. We have to be the race that stands against beating up women. We have to be the race that stands against drug addiction. Do you understand what is at stake when you decide to keep the law of God? Every nation on this planet is looking to you to see, will you be the one to do it? Every nation wants to see, will you be the Israelites that you were born to be? Will you be the one race that will not be pedophiles, that will not eat shrimp and pork and crab, that will not rape women, that will not become murderers? Will you be the one to do it? This planet needs a ruler. And if blacks and Latinos don't do it, only pedophiles are left. If we do not step up as blacks and Latinos to rule the planet Earth, this planet will be ruled by pedophiles. You have to do it. You have to get off of drugs. You have to get off of cigarettes. You have to stop going to church. The planet needs you to step up and rule. Benjamin.
In the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Do you know why white people have sex with children, like allegedly Donald Trump and Elon Musk? Who wants to give me the obvious answer? If you're a man out there that has ever had to convince a woman to have sex with him, talk to her, date her, call her, give her flowers, why do pedophiles want to have sex with children? Give me the obvious answer. Ephraim.
Because they're more naive.
Because it is easy. That is it. You don't need to give a child flowers. You don't need to convince them, talk to them. You're bigger. You can just take it. Without us, this world would simply have sex with anything that could not say no. Don't you want to rule the planet? If you don't rule the planet, pedophiles will. You have to stop eating pork. You have to give up drug addiction. You have to give up cigarettes. If you do not rule, who will? Pedophiles will. Benjamin. Is there more? I have another precept. Go ahead.
For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them?
There is no nation on the planet that has ever had God so close that they would keep the commandments of God against their own soul, against their own pleasure, against their own flex. Don't you want to have sex? Well, if you want to have sex, children are the easiest to have sex with. Children. You want to have sex? Rape a woman. You don't have to talk to her and seduce her and convince her then. That's what Donald Trump has decided to do, allegedly. Elon Musk. They don't want to go through the trouble of going to her father, of paying a dowry. What nation would go through that kind of trouble? The chosen people of God. Don't you understand? If you do not rule the world, pedophiles will. How important is it for you to change? You're sitting here right now watching this class tonight thinking, you have a choice on whether or not you give up marijuana. If you don't give up marijuana, who will rule the world? A pedophile. He'll rule the world. Do you know how important it is for us to change, for us to become the rulers of the planet Earth? I don't know. I've been in the truth, I think, since 1995 under command of General Yohana. And I've heard so many people say they want to rule the world and they want Jesus Christ to come back. And you know what I always tell? What will you do with the asthmatics? Raise your hand if you know an asthmatic out here. Asthmatics need an inhaler. If white people are gone, how will you get your inhaler? If white people are gone, how will you get your high blood pressure medication or your diabetes medication? If white people are gone, how will you get water? You turn this faucet on, right? You go to your house and turn the faucet on, water comes out. If white people are gone, who will make sure water comes off that faucet? Do you know what that means? I don't just need white people to fall. I need a righteous man to raise up because I need someone to get me an inhaler, to get me insulin, to make water come out of faucet, to get my grandmother oxygen. Are your grandmothers on oxygen tubes? If the white man is gone, how will she get it? You don't simply need the white man to fall. You need blacks and Latinos to raise up so they can get your grandmother an oxygen tube. You have to change. You have to become the rulers of the planet Earth, because if not, pedophiles will rule. Pedophiles will be in charge. Benjamin.
Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Read that again.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
The Bible says you are the salt of the earth. This is a bedrock UPK precept. You know what salt means, right? You like eggs? Who likes eggs out there? I like eggs. Eggs are terrible. Eggs are terrible without salt. Terrible. Damn near everything is terrible without salt. Even that pastelones, what do you call it? Say it again. Pastelitos, arroz con gandules. What are those cod fritters? They put the codfish in the fritter. Oh, that's what I'm planning on making. The codfish is mashed up. Pastelitos as well. Well, you need salt for that to taste good. The Bible says that you are the salt of the earth. We are the thing that makes the earth taste good, makes it delicious. It's us. We're the salt of the earth, Benjamin.
But if the salt have lost its savor.
But imagine having salt that doesn't taste good. It doesn't season. It does nothing for my pastelitos. It does nothing for my arroz con dulces. It does nothing for my eggs. This salt doesn't make my food taste good. Keep going.
Wherewith shall it be salted?
Then how in the hell am I going to have delicious food if I don't have salt? You Israelites, you blacks, you Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Haitians, black people, Venezuelans, Dominicans, you are the reason that this planet is good. You're the reason. This planet would be full of pedophiles and barbarous animals if not for you. You're the reason that the earth is good. You are the salt of the earth. Continue.
It is thenceforth good for nothing.
You're good for nothing. Blacks and Latinos, pedophiles are in the White House. They run the planet. This world needs you. This world needs you. Stop smoking weed. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop being criminals and rule the planet. It is in desperate need of your lordship. Do it for someone else. Do it because this planet needs you to do it. If not you, then a pedophile will rule the kingdom of heaven. Anything else?
It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
What's the point then? You can't complain about Donald Trump if you're not set up to rule in his stead. Can you get grandmothers their inhalers? Can you get oxygen patients their oxygen? Can you get diabetics their medicine? If you can't, then what in the fuck is the reason for you? Then don't complain about Donald Trump, because although he's a pedophile, CVS is open, Rite Aid is open, the hospitals are open. If you hate the white man, then you have to progress yourself to rule in his stead. That's what this school is for, to create rulers out of you, to create a government out of you that rule when the pedophiles are gone. Is there anything else, Ephraim? With that, Pastor, who's taking it? Pass the class over to Yatazar Bun. Lawyer, give him a hand. Levi, I forgot one thing. Levi, stand by 1 second.
Another one card.
I forgot the Benjamite brothers that have something to say. Get them on the camera. Benjamite brothers of the tribe of Benjamin, the chosen people of God. Did you have something you want to say? Come on up here. You tired now. Pick up. What did you want to say? If you don't have nothing to say, it's all right. If you don't listen, you too tired? If you tired, don't worry about it. Just go sit back down. Do you want to be wise and have wisdom and know the truth? Because if you don't, then just go sit back down and be normal, be regular, and be stupid unless you want to say something. Did you want to say anything? What do you want to say? Say again? Pikes? That's a good question. Give him a hand. A pike is a stick that our enemies would cut our heads off and put our heads on a stick because they hated us and they're cruel. We have to be in charge so that they never can cut our heads off. Never. That's what a pike is. A pike is a stick. That's a good question. Let me give you a few dollars because you asked such a good question. Give him a hand. Good job, warrior. Did you have a question? Please.
So, what a pike?
You know what? That's another good question. A pike is a giant stick that evil, bad people would cut our heads off and put our heads on a stick. And we are never going to let them do that. We're going to be good and righteous so that they can never take our heads off and put them on a stick. A pike is a stick. You understand? Good job. Give him a hand. Give me a pat. Back of that. Hold up. Let me see your fist. Make a fist. You see? There. Come on. Get it right. You knew that already. Give him a hand. Clap it up. Well done. With that, pass the class over to Priest Officer Yatazar.
Men of Israel, clap it up for the class. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imajam, which means to stand. Imajam Shabbat. Imajam Barak. Yajam Mata. So towards the sisters. Sisters, Imajam. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajam Shabbat. Imajam Barak. Yajamata, dismiss.